All right, I think we are live. Hello, everyone, and welcome to some SAX Shen IC, if I'm pronouncing it right, tournament games. Bear with me as I just load up my YouTube app so that I can follow along in the chat. And as always, if you're watching this after the fact, please feel free to fast forward. Actually, let's set it to, there we go. Let's set it to that. And let me just catch up in the chat, and then away we go. Jetty, I hope you won your games. David, nice to catch you again. Needless you, your mom, Catherine, Super Jen, welcome all. And let's just get the ball rolling. We're in a round of 32 best of 7. Between, we're going to do 2 sets today. Catherine, we are live indeed. We're going to do 2 sets today. The first is Kasva taking on Mr. Yo. And then the second will be Doubt taking on Daniel. I've got all my notes, everything for all the Civ matchups in case I need to look up anything specific. So I don't embarrass myself too badly. The Ghoul, you want some of this Canadian cold? No, you don't. It's actually supposedly going to 11 tonight. Which is a ridiculous for a July 1st day, but it is what it is. Tomislav, hello, hello. Yeah, Doubt game after this set. And so yeah, we've got game number 1. Kasva playing as the Malians, Mr. Yo playing as the Huns. No houses needed, 200 full population right from the very get-go, but 100 less wood. And he is already building his lumber camp. So we've seen the herdables moving around in their spiral shape. Let's take a look at where the resources are, where the players have spawned. Primary gold to the back for Kasva, primary stone exposed, and this is pretty much a very open base. Walling this off may be a bit of an undertaking, although the flanks to the left and to the right seem nice and secure. 3 small forests and a bit of a cup shape to the right. Mr. Yo, primary stone and primary gold exposed to the front. Forests in a better shape, never eat shredded wheats. And so walling this off shouldn't be too terrible, especially for Mr. Yo, who never really shies away from those big wall-offs. David, it's foggy and rainy where you are? Well, yeah, it's Atlantic Canada. For you in a nutshell. Pardon me, I sneezed at to mute my mic. Is it Nicolas Cage night tonight? When is it not Nicolas Cage night is the better question. Yeah, Catherine, today was a ridiculous day. I don't know what's going on with this weather. I don't mind here and there to have a few days that are, you know, a little bit cooler and get away from the heat and the humidity, but lately it's been like 2 cold days, 1 warm day. 2 cold days, 1 warm day. At least get all the cold days out of the way. By the way, if anyone plays as Franks, the French invented margarine. Oh, we're getting right into it tonight. Now, what would happen if Nicolas Cage ate margarine or did a margarine commercial? Although, probably not too far off the bat. I'm sure he's done some weird commercials abroad. I just noticed, by the way, that the map completely open between the 2 bases in a fairly... I don't think this is a tiny map. I think this is a maybe small. Looks like there's a lot of distance here, which might be quite good for the Huns. Oh, that to be fair, we've seen Gabetos running amok for the Malians as well. So for now, Mr. Yo. It's 33 degrees in Vienna. Yikes. Yeah, Europe gets hot like that. Our Hun, by the way, has not moved out from the safety, the comfort of his immediate vicinity. Oh, moves out just in time, though. 2 scouts. Let's see. Little whack-a-whack. And now they should be at the exact same HP. No, actually, I guess Mr. Yo's scout didn't attack the other scout. Too busy, perhaps, on his journey of exploration. Yeah, this is definitely not a tiny map. This must be a size bigger. In Kentucky, a nice break from the 35 Celsius heat. Oh, man. 31 is still pretty damn hot. Here, it did not get anywhere close to 31. How's everyone doing tonight, by the way? Or this morning, for some people? So what has he seen? He's seen the primary gold. Now he's seen the primary stone. So now he's got to know roughly the general vicinity. I'm surprised that Casva continued going all the way left when he saw this is where the primary gold is. Once you see these 7 patches of gold, you kind of know generally they're within 10 or so tiles of the town center. And Mr. Yo also sees the primary stone and gold. So he's going to know where his opponent is. He's beginning the strudel-shaped exploration, and Casva pulls 3 villagers for a hot second, perhaps trying to shoo these guys away. By the way, Mr. Yo's kind of walled off here on the right side and on the south. He will be the first to hit the next age off the back of the same villagers. I'm assuming, given the time difference, same villagers, no TC idle time, that Casva got Loom, whereas Mr. Yo skipped it. Yeah, there we go. Oh, Superjet, I'm sorry. I forgot to ask how you're feeling. That's good to hear. A lot of NyQuil and Fisherman's Friend or Fisherman's Wharf or whatever it's called. Catherine, you're done moving. Your cat's not happy about that. To be fair, when are cats ever actually happy? At best, they're, you know, just staring at you. Nuzzling when they want something. Still no kills at the 10-minute mark of the game, but it looks like it is our Malian moving forward with a few militia. By the way, he is, okay, so I mentioned in the beginning, the south of his base is going to be quite an undertaking to wall off. And it is exactly what he's doing. Huge wall off there. But our Hun has 4 scouts. Is going to set Mr. Yo back a good number of food. Good amount of food. And look at this. Usually a defensive spearman, this time brought very far forward. That is the only spearman. I guess when you're completely walled off. But seriously, this is a very risky wall off. What happens if Mr. Yo attacks here to the north? Not too sure Casva's going to have time to react and save that palisade wall there. Aw. Yeah, cats are super territorial. I guess it takes a while to adjust to a new abode. Yeah, Supergen, exactly. He pulled a reverse Uno here, and all of a sudden he became Mr. Yo with the massive amounts of wall-offs. Maybe he suspects that our Hun is going to be the one putting on the aggression. For now, our Hun is just exploring, discovering. I wonder if Mr. Yo will take all the time to go up north to see what's going on in cottage country. Defensive spearman gets shooed away. Simon, do I have a goal casting? Not at the moment. It's a good question. My goal in the beginning of the channel, once I started it, was to see if it's viable, to see if I could get up to... initially, I wanted to see 5,000 subscribers and then 10,000. I'm closing in on 10,000, actually. Hopefully, we'll hit 9,000 this week. But, I don't know. I don't really have any ideas of becoming a professional caster. I just like creating the content at this point. Are we going to have our first kill on this side? On this side? What is happening? Small, weak armies are engaging into one another. And, of course, the second I pivot over here, I miss a kill. Oh, my goodness. This is why I can't be a procaster, Simon. My luck is just terrible. That's why I have to do picture-in-picture. 3 dead units. It looks like Mr. Yo did manage to get 1 kill on the other side of the map. Doesn't look like anyone died here on this side of the map, to be fair. Maybe someone did die on this side of the map. Lion certainly did die. Where is the Red Scout? Maybe the Red Scout died on this side of the map. In any event, it is 3 kills to 1 all of a sudden. Violence erupting out onto the map. Jeremiah, you're top quality. Thank you so much. And thanks for joining the live. I appreciate that, Simon. But no, my goal right now is to see if I can see if I can like make a go of a YouTube channel with this. And I think I gave myself the goal of 10,000 subscribers, and hopefully hit that soon, and we'll take it from there. Maybe I'll host a tournament. I have a few ideas of the types of kind of competitive things I want to see in Age of Empires. I apologize. I'm not being like cryptic on purpose. I'm not being like vague on purpose. I just I haven't thought that far ahead, to be honest. Thomas Lab, no promises. But I'm ching. Oh no, Jetty, you couldn't find a game? You've been waiting for a while. For the entire hour, you couldn't find a game? Simon, I prefer YouTube to Twitch just because Twitch requires much more of a time commitment. Look, live streaming is not as work intensive as casting videos. You know, like my daily videos with the picture-in-picture and the thumbnails and all that stuff. Live casting, I put on a game, I chat with you guys, I watch the game. I miss half of the game, to be fair. For example, missing, you know, the first kill. But on Twitch, to really succeed, you have to sit on your butt for like 7, 8, 9 hours a day. You can't do like a 2-hour live stream on Twitch. I mean, you can, but you're not really gonna grow. You're not really gonna be to the level that I might want to take this idea. And because I have that, I have a newborn, and now he's like 14 months. I don't have the time that I would love to be able. Look, believe me, I'd love to sit down and live stream for like 12 hours. But those of you who have joined in the past know, number one, the internet quality here in Canada is not fantastic. Number two, my computer loves automatically just installing upgrades without notifying me. By the way, what the hell is going on here? Bit of a standoff between these two units. Oh, never mind. Castle was just waiting for crossbows. I don't know that crossbows can really engage into a superior basic skirmisher force here. But YouTube, I have a lot more flexibility in terms of the types of content. I don't think I can even post a pre-recorded video on Twitch. I think it's all live, and then you can kind of clip the videos from your live streams. YouTube, I can upload shorts, I can upload lives, I can upload pre-recorded videos. I can do community posts. But that being said, believe me, I will eventually go get my ass to Twitch. The name of the game, the goal for this year is to get to Twitch and to start playing the game myself like most casters do. Yeah, Super Gen, that's one of the things I'm not looking forward to if I ever do start playing, is the backseating. I honestly don't know how some of these streamers handle it. They just must not look at their chat while they play. Otherwise, everyone's an expert, you know? Everyone's an armchair generals. Yeah, Dagul, this one's gonna be a late night cast, I hope, because it's 2 series best of 7s. And by the way, if you know how these games turn out, please do not spoil it for anybody. David, believe me, I have disabled automatic updates. And I have disabled everything that needed to be disabled. And it still just restarts my computer whenever the hell it wants. So lately, before I live stream, I check for updates and I make sure that I install them ahead of time. It's the only way I find. If I miss it, it'll install it without me. In any event, our Malian with 11, now 15 crossbows en route. I'm assuming these 3 are crossbows. Yep. But in 33 seconds, our Hun's going to have elite skirmishers with Bodkin. +2/+1 attack to the +2/+1 of the crossbows, but ouch. Okay, at least he's in the minimum range. He should be able to do a good job now. Oh no, never mind. He is not moving them, microing them properly. Casva loses his entire offensive force here. Reinforcements are coming, but now you're down from 11 to 4. 5 if you count this. So what do you do now? You just rush up your eco. 1 town center, 2 town center. For all that he grabbed a big chunk of the map, there's literally nothing here. It's all dead space. Where are his additional resources? Both of them left off campus. Mysterio not even bothering to wall this for now. Just plopping down a whole bunch of farms next to the TC in case he has to run in from those annoying bands of archers that he knows he's facing. A bit of a Hakuna Matata situation here. 2 camels, 2 zebras, an ostrich. Somebody call Noah. He's missing an ostrich here. Yeah, Supergen, they're really annoying backseat drivers. Catherine, yeah, exactly. I don't know what it is. I've tried. I've disabled whatever I've disabled. At the end of the day, if it happens, it takes a few minutes and then we come back to the live stream. Of course, by then, like half of the people have dropped. But it is what it is. What can I do? Second town center going up for Mysterio. Decent location next to Stonewood. A few farms that he can place down here. And now shoos away these crossbows. So Mysterio's down 8 villagers, befitting somebody who's on 1 town center compared to 3. He's got his monastery out. 2 monks already out. No relics gathered yet. Let's see how many relics he's actually seen out on the map. Looks like 1 over here. Oh my goodness. He hasn't even seen the one close to his base. How sour is that? Look at it right there in this little bit of darkness. And then Casa has 1 on the left side of his base, 1 on the right side of his base. Where is the 5th relic? I'm assuming, okay. I missed it again. I was going to say, I'm assuming that Mr. Yo already has it. So he's going to go up to 2 relics to none. So we'll see if the relic goal difference can make up for the fact that he's down a serious amount of villagers. By the way, he discovers another relic and discovers another relic. But this one is still eluding him. This 1 relic so freaking close to his base. We'll see if a monk decides to go to the right side of the map. This patrol is not going to find anything. Oh, what a fantastic attack round there out of that mangonel. Clips enough HP. The crossbow finishes the rest. And now this crossbow knows what Mysterio's about. So Casfa knows that his opponent is out on the map gathering relics, must have invested a good amount of gold, or maybe he doesn't. He's not really reacting here. Okay. So had he seen and noticed the monk, he would know that Mysterio is busy in relic gathering mode, which gives him a little bit of an opportunity, a bit of breathing room. Usually if you're dumping in hundreds and hundreds of gold, you're not really moving forward with an army. And no, he's just I was going to say, it might be a good opportunity for him to move forward. But he is just kind of patrolling the center of the map here, thinking perhaps that he's the Tatar or the Georgian, taking the high ground. Where is that relic returning? That monk returning with the 4th relic. Has he seen this one yet? Still no. Mysterio is going up the left center. Caspa's on the right center. Oh, he's getting camels. Let's see Farimba camels. They're quick enough to catch up to Cav archers if we're going to see Cav archers out of our Hun, but no, never mind. He's going heavy cavalry for the moment. Mysterio's now down 14 villagers, but finally has an army count lead. You think he loses because he focuses on relics? It's very possible. Finding relics, if you don't find them immediately with your little straggling, feudal age army running around the map, it's a labor-intensive get. You have to build the monastery, you have to train the monks. Neither of those are cheap. You have to find the relics, which is micro-intensive. In the meantime, you're not really, unless you're like Hera or, to be fair, Mysterio. I don't think you're like microing 3 screens at once, which is what you have to do. Knights insert themselves right into the center here. They go after the mangonels as the camels close on the skirmishers. Good moves out of both players. I like that Mysterio focused on the mangonels. I love that Casfa focused on the skirmishers. Why did he stop? Why did he stop? Sour. That just goes to show you how weak camels really are. A camel against a skirmisher after all that time only took out 2 skirmishers. But you know what? You've crippled your opponent's offensive capabilities. No more mangonels. Our Malian is getting bloodlines. Oh my goodness, he didn't have bloodlines? Ugh. Doc. Hello, hello. How's life down under? Diunenda. I saw a clip from Mad Max Furiosa on YouTube earlier, and it was Chris Hemsworth Man, he is really laying on that Australian accent thick in that movie. At least in the clip that I saw. Crossbows move to snipe the monks. Perhaps too late. Oh my god, Mr. Yo's army just obliterates Caspa's army. What the hell is this? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 dead units for the entire army, and now Mr. Yo senses blood in the water, and he is moving forward. Too early for Farimba. Not even a castle up for our Malian, who, by the way, I like the construction of the infrastructure very aggressively, but perhaps he should have been focusing less on building stables and than training units out of those stables. Living the dream. Oh, I love it. Hexa thinks it's a W for Yo. It certainly does seem like that if he can bust into here, and there's really nothing to stop him from busting into here. I don't see even a villager moving forward to repair. Am I the only one who gets confused by Malian mills, by the way? When that ox isn't there, like right now. From afar, they kind of look exactly like their houses. Monsieur brought a mangonel. Decent attack round, clips a little bit of HP off of 2 of those camels. I mean, Casva's training a good number of units here. He's up to 11 camels, going up to 14. If he can keep them around, keep them alive, Mr. sees the infrastructure. By the way, looks like he did finally see the relic. Barracks is down, though. Mr. deletes his own infrastructure, tries to clip a few of these skirmishers from behind. Pikemen are now joining in the chat, and means villagers need to be pulled because you cannot take on pikemen with camels. Ouch. Even more pikemen coming in. Why is Mr. Yo retreating? Why is he retreating? He's literally got 3.5 now, 4 times the army count of his opponent. Also better upgrades. Caspa's missing even forging right now, and here we go, a big juicy castle drop right in his face. I'm surprised he's not being more aggressive, Mr. Yo, trying to place the castle in here. Ooh, emergency wall off to keep these knights away from the villagers. Will they try to commit to this? No, for now they're just taking a whole bunch of fire from the town center. Yeah, best of 7 in a round of 32 is no joke at all. I think the tournaments are all kind of starting to model themselves after Warlords, where it's all best of 7s until the finals, which is best of 9. Because I can't do picture-in-picture, I think I have to zoom out a little bit. The camels are taking decent fights up here. The town center, 9 villagers are inside. They're going to be able to gun down a lot of Mr. Yo's army, but the problem is this castle is up. And the camel count has been reset. There's a single knight. Not too sure if he's a converted knight or a paid-for mercenary. And there's the castle I thought Mr. Yo was going to place initially. He's got 12 villagers on stone. Our Malian just now has 6. And he's trying to pull a Hera. He's trying to pull a Hera by attacking on the other side of the map. But what the hell are you going to do with 2 camels? These villagers don't even need to retreat. They don't even need to retreat. They can kill these camels on their own. By the way, it's 3 relics to 9. It looks like that relic got taken. So this slow-moving blue dot, I'm assuming, is Mr. Yo's monk. Yep. And now Mr. Yo is going to have to contend with a castle. Will he be able to get it up? It's a third of the way there. Yeah, camel versus pikeman is never a battle you want to take. Okay, it's 2/3 of the way there, but now the camels, the pikemen, the skirmishers are all intercepting. Monk has full faith, so he can be real annoying, and that is all she wrote. Wow. Casva unable to compete. Mr. Yo sacrificing his army. I mean, the town center here has 4 kills. Yeah, GG. Mr. Yo takes game number 1. What is this? Oh, look at this. This little band of units. Mr. Yo had pikemen at home. Oh my goodness. So Casva tried to pull a Hera by attacking on the other side of the map. Perhaps his army would have been better used at home, because I don't think he's got a single military unit here. No, he's got villagers. Now, I love the location of this town, this castle right next to the TC to provide cover for the villagers. But unfortunately, 5 villagers inside the town center don't add enough arrows, enough DPS. Let's see, camels versus... I mean, on paper, if you look at it, aside from the skirmishers, Cassava's army should have pretty much taken this. PKPM is identical, both. No, look at that. Cassava, it's usually Mr. Yo who's in the beginning of the game. Cassava towards the middle of the game. The economies, not too dissimilar. If you take out the relic gold, it's about 10% apart. Kill conversion count 4, raisings 5, kills 40 more kills for our Hun. No surprise there. 23 more villager kills than his opponent. Yeah, Huns are Huns. If you let them in, they bust their way into your settlement, it is bad news bears for you. And let's move on. Take a look at game number 2. All right, Mr. Yo in the 9 o'clock position as the Cumans. Cassava this time playing as the Persians. Let's take a look at their bases. I like Mr. Yo's base. I really like this base. Primary goal to the back. 2 forests in the forward position. To the rear, also a nice safe forest with 5,300 wood in it. Berries very nearby. Deer to the back, which means they're not going to get easily lamed if you're playing in that level of ranked where laming is basically everything. And oh, holy shit. What the hell is this? I don't think I've ever seen a base like this. What an absolute atrocity of a base. 3 forests to the back. I mean, at least give him a relic in the rear. This is atrocious. North open, west open, south open, east open. Wow. This is a disgusting starting position, and both your gold and your stone in the forward position. Stone annoyingly placed on a hill. What an... I'm trying not to laugh. I feel bad for Cassava. This is horrible. I don't think I've seen a base like this with the triple crown forest to the rear. Ouch. Looks like deer pulling or pushing is not really a priority right now. Mr. Yo trying to locate where his opponent is. Cassava doing the exact same thing. Oh my god. I wonder if the restarts are a thing in this tournament. I don't think I've seen a guidebook or a rule book or anything for this this tournament, to be fair. Yeah, if you're watching this, please do hit that like button if you like what you see. If you don't like what you see and you're still watching, then kudos to you. Oh, Doc, you know what? That's not a bad idea to Persian town center drop. I'm trying to avoid the D word here. Keep the stream PG-13. Lemmy, hello. Yeah, you can always just go back. Yeah, Hexit and Doc, exactly. You know what? This might be a prime candidate for a TC drop. Has Cassava seen where Mr. Yo is? No, he doesn't know where he is. And so it's not a TC drop because, okay, he's pushing his deer. He's got some ibex behind them. Holy moly. I mean, we saw last game, Cassava's not really afraid of walling off in a big way, but this is I'm going to say it for the 5th and last time. What an absolutely atrocious base. What just an absolute ugly base. First of all, to the YouTube channel, I forget whose name I always forget, that can claim they know exactly where their opponent's starting position is based on where they are. How would you even figure out that your opponent is here? See, if Mr. Yo spawned here, I would have assumed that Cassava is somewhere here. On the, like, within this square. I would never have assumed that he is literally... What is this? 30, 40 tiles away? In this part of the map? Yikes. Wow. Okay, Mr. Yo's pushing those deer and the ibex to the rear of his base. Yeah, Cassava's beginning to wall off. Maybe a missed opportunity here. We'll see who wins this game, but honestly, I'm with you guys. I think a town center drop here is pretty much what he has to do. If you're wondering why we're all talking about town center drops, take a look at the HP on a Persian town center. 4,800 compared to the usual 2,400. And so they, like the Sicilians and maybe even the Spanish, you could argue, are known to possibly delete their town centers, replace them here, and then attack the other town center just because it has twice the hit points. Makes it so much tankier than your enemies. Yeah, I think there could be a worse map. Put the lumber mill on the backside wallet and go for a TC draw. You know what? A wall here, and a wall here. And you've got yourself pretty much an unlimited Dark Age, Feudal Age wood supply. What the hell is this? Oh my goodness. Okay. Casva playing it very secure, very and see exactly, look at Casva. He agrees with me. If he started here, I would assume that my opponent is here. And Casva assumes the exact same thing. Sees absolutely nothing. So I call bullshit on that channel. I'm going to find the name. I call bullshit on knowing exactly where your opponent is at all times. And a second town center. Okay, so Mysterio is not going to be super aggressive, which is going to give Casva time to wall in his base and maybe get his military industrial complex up and running. And he's going to need it. He's going to need every... And look, Mysterio also heading to the completely wrong direction. Again, I call BS on that channel. He has the perfect hill for a castle drop. Hexa, you mean this hill right here? Yeah, Lemmy, we've seen the Persian douche. Oh my god, I said I was going to say the word. Never mind. We've seen the Persian douche used to varying degrees of efficacy. I mean, it's not really... Pro players generally don't panic as much as lower elo players. And look at this, Mr. Eo just basically gives up. I can't find you. I mean, on the Ray, he discovered 2 relics, which for Mr. Eo is quite the bonanza win. But generally, pro players don't panic as much, and because they don't panic as much, the town center drop is not as effective, because when you drop your TC, if you're the one dropping the TC, you have to be very comfortable with decentralizing your base. You have to have a lumber camp over here. You have to have a gold mine over here, maybe stone over here. Not a lot of lower elo players or even mid to high elo players are comfortable with that kind of play. Yeah, it's too late. Yeah, you guys, you've led me into sin here. Although it's not, I don't think douche is like a swear word, right? It's just like an unpleasant word. But I don't think it's like, I don't think there's anything wrong with it. So, by the way, let's I love it. I love the wall offs. Archer, where are you going? Oh, you're entering into dangerous territory here. Super Gen, you're absolutely right. I already said the BS word. And that's another thing, Doc, you're absolutely right. It's hard to town center drop against the Cumans who can build a second town center in Feudal Age. It's slightly impolite. Okay, well, there we go. Not exactly a swear word, but not a very pleasant word on the whole. Chevy to the levee. You think Mysterios gonna boom like mad? Yeah, it's... You think he should have scouted first? I think he did this because he didn't scout. Because he didn't know where his opponent was, so he didn't want to get any kind of side swipe. Although, to be fair, maybe this side would have been my first choice of wall offs. Are we gonna get to see a kill at some point? Oh my god, is it gonna be the archer on the high ground or the scout? It is the archer actually on the low ground. Who gets the first kill? Look at that, guys. I caught the first kill. In any event, whatever word you want to use, whatever strategy you want to call it, it did not happen this game. And if Casva doesn't punish this, if you don't punish a 2 town center Cuman boom in the hands of any player, let alone Mr. Yo, you are going to be overwhelmed in, I would say, 15 minutes. Let's say by the 30-minute mark. Once he's firmly in Castle Age. Now, this is a nice place to park your archers. This is a fantastic place to park your archers with fletching. Look at this. This is why I like to have these lines on for the casting. Zulok, nice to see you. Mysterio's almost at a minute of TC idle time. Yeah, it's because he has 2 TCs, right? Investing so much in a second one. I don't think I've ever actually seen a game where a Cuman goes for 2 TCs and then immediately has all of the resources needed to continually pump out villagers. Especially not when under attack with menacing Billy Club militiamen. You think these guys were some of the strongest units in the game, the way they're so aggressively postured. But no, they are in fact the weakest. Monsieur's got 120 food, 300 gold. He's getting a market up. Let's see what Casva's actually doing back home. He's got his market, his archery range, his blacksmith. So he's comfortable. He's heading up to Castle Age. So we'll see how well he punishes this greedy play out of Mysterio. By the way, Casva has managed to get a villager kill here. And so Mysterio, his lead is a meager 10 villagers right now. Yeah, I always wonder why when players go double TC for the Cumans, they don't just sell all their other resources for food and start pumping out. Maybe it's just the non-player in me. Maybe it's the too theoretical, but oh my goodness. I like what Casva's doing. Unfortunately for him, he's doing it with very weak units. And there's a second town center. There's a second lumber camp. There's a skirmisher on patrol over there. And Mysterio's finally heading up to Castle Age. Casva will hit it about 2 minutes ahead of him. Happy early Canada Day. Yeah, I'm not looking forward to my 14-month-old being woken up and crying and screaming in his crib when fireworks go off at like 1 in the morning because some idiot in the park nearby decided it's hey, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna fire rockets at each other. Catherine, it's understandable and understandable and quite forgivable. I forgot it was Canada Day too. Oh, look at this. Casva's going Huang Slavic smush style here. He does have a knight, 2 more en route, and now a mangonel is being trained. And like I said, he's going to have to work real hard. He's down 11 villagers. Mysterio's getting armor upgrades for his cavalry. What do we think what kind of cavalry do we think we're going to see here? Knights, step lancers. Chevy says step lancer time. Remember, Cuman's stables are only 100 wood, and so he's plopping down 3 of them because he is now actually still ahead just 10 villagers. And Casva has done little to no damage. He still has just that 1 villager kill. It's in fact Mr. Yo who has more kills. 9 extra villagers. I like this settlement in a bit of an infinity sign. And now the siege begins. But is it too little too late? I said around the 30-minute mark is when Mysterio is going to absolutely explode. No, it's not. It's not heavy cavalry. It's not step lancers. It is in fact camels. So Mysterio is playing reactionary right now. He sees the knights. Of course, at any time can pivot to step lancers and knights himself if he wants to. The Ghoul, I hope we get to see Savar. That would require Casva to hit Imperial Age. And being down 8 villagers, although Mysterio is housed at the moment. Uh-oh. He is housed. Casva is closing the gap here off of, interestingly, 1 town center. He's now down only 7 villagers. Mysterio's TC idle time is just through the freaking roof. 6 minutes. Okay. Casva's busted in through the right side of the infinity loop. Yeah, I did not expect camels. I thought Mysterio was going to be more, hey, I'm going to dictate the pace of the game versus, hey, I'm going to react to you. But in he comes. Tries to evade the mangonel shots, loses a camel to a conversion. Let's see how much damage you can get done here. I mean, this should clear up all those mangonels. And there you go. That's what happened. Oh my goodness, look at the villager count. Mysterio's completely abandoned his economy. 2 town centers to 1, and he has the same. Now he's plopping down a third right as Casva's plopping down a second. By the way, has Mr. Yo even seen where his opponent's base is? I think this was just by accident. Camels should not be attacking structures. You're not going to get rid of any of it. You are not a Hindustani camel. And here come the Step Lancers. So now that he's countered the army of knights, he knows that he's in firm control of this game militarily. He's starting to pump out 7 Step Lancers. Might want to get some upgrades on them unless you're going for pure quantity. Casva, for his part, oh my god, he's training a monk from this monastery. Kind of looks like the Step Lancers are attacking the camel's ass. Poke, 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 poke. Down goes Tony the Tiger as he tries to intercept some of these Persian camels. That's a very good point. Zulak, he does have 3 TCs to Mr. Yo's 3 TCs. That's why I'm saying, Mr. Yo, take a look at the idle time now. Almost 9 minutes. He has completely abandoned his economy for a moment. He's now down villagers, albeit just 1, and shouldn't have exaggerated that so much. The problem is, Casva, in catching up in the villager count, has lost the military edge. He's at 4 freaking units. 3 of them are here in the middle of nowhere. Where's the 4th? It's a monk. Where even is this monk? Oh, come on. You gotta see this, right? Oh, he doesn't even see this. Ouch. Where is this monk? What am I missing? Where the hell is Casva training 4 monks out of? I feel like I'm completely blind. Oh, no, never mind. It's here. So Casva says, you know what's better than training my own knights? I'm just going to steal some of yours. Oh, that monk was so close to dying. He was right here in the corner. Okay. Casva's ahead 2 villagers now. Mr. Yo is housed again. What the hell is going on? He's busy taking down infrastructure. Casva doesn't need it. He's up to 130 population space. What a waste of time. And this is why I love when pro players put down infrastructure like this in the middle of the map. It just buys you so much time if your opponent decides to attack it. And look at, in the meantime, Mr. Yo's army attacking that. Casva, he's not training anything. He doesn't have any food. And he's going villagers. I mean, at this point, you have to spend your stone either on a stone wall or a castle. He's going up to 590 stone. Tomislav, GG for who? Oh, Zulak. Oh, let's not be too quick. And here we go. Will we see a repeat of game number 1 where this castle does not go up? Because this is a very weak house. Monks? Ouch, he tried to micro the monks. He shat the bed. And now the Step Lancers are in, but... oh my god, this is just a palisade gate. Okay, castle's up. We've done it. We've secured the Persian heartland. Camel comes out at the wrong time, runs through a gauntlet of Step Lancers, gets poked enough and dies. Casva has 600 wood, but no military buildings at all. Does he even have a stable left? I don't think he has a single stable left, unless you're just going to start training war elephants, which you do not have the resources for. Look at Mr. Yo, by the way. Look at these outposts. Wow. Siege workshop up. This is what he's going to spend his wood on? Really? Okay. I mean, the one good thing about the Persians with their quicker working town centers is that you can catch up in villagers, even though now he's down 8 villagers. So Mr. O now putting the brakes on for a moment. Decides to place a castle right in Casva's face. And now we're going to see what's better. Mr. Yo's ability to mass and overwhelm, or Casva's monk micro. He does have 5 monks. Where's the 5th? Are there 5 here? Yeah, there are 5. I thought we got rid of the that annoying glitch where it stacks units on top of units. For a second, it looked like there were 3 or 4. Okay. Human castle is up. Who was the one who said this is a perfect Was it you, Hexit? You said it was a perfect location for a castle? Well, you've been proven right. And what did I say about the 30-minute mark? Look at the army counts. Triple for our Cuman, who is heading up to Imperial. I mean, we know it. Casva doesn't know it. He must see the score and see he's down 1,000 points. But, I mean, once Imperial hits in a minute and a half, Trebs are going to come out, and our Persian has absolutely nothing. Half his army is monks, and you can't convert Trebs from a distance. Like Rams, you have to put your monk right next to them, and good luck getting your monk to, what, here? Where he's going to put his Treb on the high ground? Definitely imp into GG's. Zulok, I think I have the exact same question. While he was attacking and destroying these houses, perfect opportunity for our Persian, who, by the way, is losing his primary stone. Oh, with one annoying villager who gets stuck in the production line. Now, the question is, will Casva fight back? Oh, my goodness. With what, pikemen? He's going up to Imperial as well. Or is it going to be an instant GG? Yeah, it's an instant GG. I mean, look at his resources. I mean, obviously subtract 1,000 food and 800 gold, but wow. He also, by the way, sees this castle going up. And gen, absolutely. I think this map gen was just ridiculous. I think this was in a completely unfair map generation. And I don't know what the rules are for calling a restart. This is why everyone loves playing against the humans. Let's see Mysterio's oh my god, Mysterio's walling him in. I love it. What a ridiculous, ridiculous game. And look at this. I don't know what Casper should have done. Should he have snuck out villagers into the middle of the map, into the middle of nowhere earlier on? He was just on the back foot from the very beginning. He did not punish the second town center. So I was 4 minutes off from my 30-minute prediction. Is there a Treb being trained? No, my goodness. A Kipchak of all things. Oh, he doesn't have the wood for a Treb. Well, there you go. What a fun. I mean, look, both of these games didn't last very long, but they've been really, really fun. Castle with the monk play, and then the rest is basically garbage. Mysterio with the reactionary camels, then the step lancers. PKPM. There's Mysterio PKPM right at the beginning of the game. Casva also right at the beginning of the game. This 26-second mark is probably where he's scratching his head going, what the actual hell is going on here? And to be fair, our Cuman, off the back of an extra TC, only about 3,500 resources ahead. Not the end of the world. Conversions 2, raisings 11, kill count 38 to 20. So again, not the craziest kill count, not the craziest action-packed game, but man, what a fun game. Metabolic even trading, yeah. All right, well, it is what it is. We are moving on to game number 4. Man, when you fail to punish the Cuman second TC, bad things happen. Mr. Yo at the 9 o'clock position is the Romans, and now in an actual counter spawn location, we've got Casva as the Ethiopians. Hopefully, let's take a look at his map gen. So 2 fun civilizations, actually. Let's see if he got screwed again here. Primary goal to the south, primary goal to the north. Again, he's stone. Casva always seems to get his stone on an annoying hill, missing a couple of billy goats up there. Forests, not very helpful. Forward position completely open. Lemon bush is at least secure to the back. Yeah, Tomislav, Casva is from Turkey. I think might be the highest ranked, highest Elo player from Turkey. I don't know if him or Dr. Cosmonaut has a higher ranking, but I think it's Casva. Oh my god. Desperate times required desperate measures, and our Roman, sorry, our Ethiopian is teefing a Roman rhino. Supergen, what do you mean 3? Like game number 3? highest recorded for RTS? Ooh, I don't know. All I know is that StarCraft is a ridiculously high RTS game. Okay, look. Casva has a chance here. He just stole 400 food from the hungry mouths of these Roman villagers who now have 1 rhino left, whereas he still has his 2. And by the way, if you think it's easy to do that, it is not. You have a scout that has 45 HP and a rhino that comes with a +3 attack bonus, so 10 damage. I'm assuming it's melee damage, right? Yeah. 10 melee damage to a unit that has no melee armor. So you have to micro your scout like crazy, because if you run too fast, the rhino loses interest and F's off. If you run too slow, you get attacked. It is not an easy thing. Whoa, 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 where are you going? So he's going to build a house and then probably wait until this first rhino goes down a little bit in food count, and then he pull that. Let's take a look at Mr. Yo's base. Primary gold to the south, primary stone to the north. So literally the exact same formation as Casva. And both of these bases are completely open. North, east, south. North, west, south for Casva. Casva has a forest to the rear. Mr. Yo has 1, 2, 3 forests to the rear. And his tertiary gold is to the back as well. Casva also has his tertiary. So a little bit more wood for Mr. Yo. But you know what? He must be wondering, where the hell's my second rhino? And why can't I find it? And he has not explored the entirety of his map. Now, it's really annoying because the rhino could be here. The rhino could be here, here, here. So Mr. Yo is going to be... I mean, it could even be here. Bit of a heart-shaped little... if you tilt your head to the right. Casva is number 1. Okay, that's what I figured. I always forget if it's him or Dr. Cosmonaut. Doc says, let's go yeomans. The yeeting... yeah, that's a hard word to say live. Yeet. Y-E-E-T-I-N-G. The yeeting Romans. Both players getting loom while they gather the food. Looks like Mr. Yo's going to have 500 first, unless Casva force drops. Yeah, he's force dropping to 500. Immediately going to queue up feudal. And immediately queued up feudal. Oh my goodness, queued up feudal. Both players 18 villagers a pop. Are they going up at the exact same time? I think they are. Wow. Except Mr. Yo is going to have 400 extra food with that rhino. Lemmy, in my opinion, usually, speaking to the second town center being an OP bonus, it's usually in 1v1 random maps on Arabia, for example, like the games that I cast. The earlier the Civ bonus comes into effect, the better the Civ is on the whole. Which really confuses me with the Aztecs, for example, because their villagers carry extra resources right from the very beginning of the game. And so they should have, in my opinion, a much better win rate earlier on. But if you can get like a massive advantage like that in feudal, although to be fair, it does come at a cost. Mr. Yo pulled, what was it, like 7, 8, 9 villagers? He was idling his town centers significantly. And I want to see these 2 scouts hit feudal age at the exact same time and speed up and attack another. There we go. Incredible. At the exact same time, researching loom at the exact same time. I mean, Cass was going to know roughly where his opponent's located because he stole that rhino. Mr. Yo has discovered this bit of a funnel situation happening in the Ethiopian base. I said it's game number 4. And sorry, my bad. Well, there you go. Oh, looks like, oh my goodness. And down will go Casva's scout. Mr. Yo penning and corralling and taming the beast. Does get the first kill of the game at the 10-minute mark. But Casva's already moving forward with the spearman. Let's see how quick he reacts. See how quick both players react. Ooh, Mr. Yo going a bit loop to the south around this unit. Lame's the name of the game when the games don't go your way. Yeah, I mean, you have to pull everything. If laming is allowed, then laming is allowed. You Do whatever you can. Pull whatever rabbit out of the hat. 818 in a StarCraft game. I'm not surprised by that. Oh, David, that is a ridiculous APM. Is El Matador one of the fastest APMs? Interesting. Get their butts up the, the feudal. All right, so after getting a kill, Mr. Yo just exploring the periphery of the map, seeing the wall off to the south, seeing the funnel here. Is he going to pivot up here and see these couple of houses? Yep, that's exactly where he's going. Cass was scouting a little bit lackluster because, of course, he lost that scout over here. And what are these blue dots moving forward? Our Roman. I would say maybe a tower drop, but I don't see any villagers being allocated to stone for Mr. Yo. I mean, he knows where his stone is. And let's take a look at Casva's line of sight and see if and when he actually discovers. Losing the spearman is a huge deal for line of sight. They have very good line of sight. Where are Mr. Yo's villagers? Dum 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 dum. They're hiding in the ether. I mean, these were obviously lumberjacks before they came forward. And now they're just kind of waiting. Okay, there we go. One villager on stone for Mr. Yo, who is housed again at 40. Oh, he doesn't realize. No, never mind. Completed a house pretty early on. And here comes the tower rush. Simon, that's a very good point. That Casva in the last two games and in this game has just gone full on turtle mode. I'm not too familiar with Casva's game style to know if that's kind of what he generally does, or if it's because he's afraid of Mr. Yo. Either way, so far in the first two games has not worked out for him. And so you'd think he'd change it up, but nope. He's committing to it. The good thing about walling off to this ridiculous level is that you're never really housed. We saw last game. I think he had like 60 population space available to him. I've seen Casva play a few times. I've casted a few of his games before, but not enough to be like super familiar with, oh, this is what he generally does, or hey, this is what he does against this. Mr. Yo on a rampage, 4 kills to 0 at the moment. Oh, sorry, make that 5 kills. And oh, he tried to run with a little adventure outside of his town center area, but re-walling it. Primary gold lane, but luckily there's another gold patch to the back. And Amisio's villagers, they do have enough stone, not enough wood though for a tower, which I believe is 35 wood now. Turtling against Mr. Yo does not seem like the best strat in general. Yes, Yo holds well, but letting him aggress against you, yeah, it's especially with that ridiculous human-sized economy. And to be fair, Casva did try to punish it. He had that forward siege workshop. I thought we would see a bit more smushing out of him, but no, it looks like a scout and a spearman both die. Yeah, Tomislav, that's the one of the games that I was thinking of Casva and the Viper. Casva has no wood, but 13 on wood. Well, that's what happens when you wall off a 10th of the map for yourself. Oh no, Mr. Yo's not done. Counter tower being placed here, but only 2 villagers. No, never mind, 4 villagers building it. Okay, that's not bad. Oh my goodness, another tower. So Mr. Yo wants to destroy this tower. I mean, you know, you can just look. Oh no, I was gonna say bust through here, but look at all these houses. Casva is spending all of his wood here. At the same time, though, he is across the map. This is 13 army supply on the other side of the map, but look at this. Mr. Yo has left his mobile human force at home while his static offensive force aggresses on the other side of the map. Hasib Reza, hello, hello. Welcome to the live stream. Domislav, awesome. I appreciate that. I do remember that game. Okay, so Kaspa is trying to get something done here. Unfortunately, his scouts are getting taken out by these spearmen. Why is he attacking the skirmishers if there's spearmen here? How many kills did the spearmen get? 3 of those scouts were spearmen kills. Ouch. That was really bad. As is this. Oh my goodness. But he's keeping Mysterio at home. Mysterio realizes that, now moves out with 14 army count. That was an atrociously bad battle for Kaspa. That's why he prefers to play defense. That's funny. You think it's GG because of that? It's still too early to tell. Kaspa is ahead villagers. He does have the resources for castle. He is clicking up the castle. Oh my god, again, the players click up at the exact same freaking time. How is that possible? These pro players are so freaking good. It is just such a thing to behold. Doesn't matter what they did, what the strategies, what units they're training, what buildings they're building. They still go up to castle at the exact same time. Different villager counts, different economies, different army counts. I don't know what he thinks he's going to accomplish here. Oh, never mind. I'm the idiot. He killed a villager. Kaspa, this is another thing I like about pro players. They actually look at the villagers and the units they're attacking, and they pick the weakest of the herd, and they pounce. That was a pretty sick burn. Eskimo Brill, ... Which in our secret language means hello. It looks like the Roman tower has fallen. And this is another thing I don't understand, pro players. Why do they leave the corners exposed? This is literally 1, 2, 3, 4. What is that? 12 wood? That's going to cost you? Who's next? After this, we have Doubt versus Daniel. Let me zoom out a little bit so we can catch the other tower drop up here to the north. Oh no. And they both hit it castle at the exact same time. Oh gee, hey guys, what do you think our Roman's gonna build? What the actual hell do you do here? Oh, he sees only 2 of them. Oh my god. Oh my goodness. You know, I will say tournament games, they don't sometimes and often don't really last as long as ranked ladder. But you see so much shenanigans. I mean, Mr. Yo builds 3 siege workshops, a mangonel scorpion, and he's adding pikemen. What are the armor upgrades like for him? Okay, remember the Romans get double the armor upgrades for their infantry. Sorry, what am I hearing attacking? Oh, it's these villagers trying to bust in through the gate, but there's a house wall behind this. Hasib, these are tournaments from the logo you see to the bottom left of the screen, the Shen, I believe it's pronounced, tournament, which is a $20,000 tournament hosted by one of Vivi's fans, actually. And Kaspa doing what he did the other games, where he's trying to distract Mysterio's army with a move out here. Who doesn't like to see Roman Scorpions? By the way, remember, these guys, they don't need Schlachter. They cost 30 gold immediately. And their minimum range is reduced to 1 from 2. Oh, look at this. Mysterio's now. I don't even know what the hell this is. Kind of a wall off, kind of not a wall off. Knights on the other side. I'm going to keep my mouse on these knights to see how much damage they can get done. One of them is basically dead. Okay, okay. Kaspa was actually defending quite well this time. But again, he's engaging into pikemen. At least take the high ground if you're going to do that. Are Hera, MBL, and Viper also in this tournament? I believe so. Okay, those 3 knights died with 1 single villager kill, so not exactly the greatest. of statistics, but look at this. Casva is for now holding on, but now there's a battering ram, so he's gonna have to sacrifice a bunch of units if he wants to engage into this. Yeah, those raiders died super quick. The Church of Artillery. Sorry, I missed that comment. That's funny. But Mangonel getting repaired. Villagers body blocking against the ram. The ram does come with a ridiculous plus 40 attack bonus, which means they basically one-shot these Mangonel line units. But so far, this one hero Mangonel has 7 freaking kills. Casva is holding on here. A second Mangonel pops out. Now the Ethiopians, if he can get torsion engines eventually, their siege is going to be, I think, probably better. It looks like he was building a castle to the rear, canceled it. Now he's building a castle to the front. Mysterio does have 600 stone. More scorpions are falling. Casva with 5 units is holding this, and for the first time ever has taken the villager or the total kill lead. And he's going to get a castle up as well. I don't think Mysterio can contest this. Nothing out of you, nothing out of you, nothing out of you. 3 beautiful siege workshops, as active as a cemetery right now. And Mysterio gets cleaned up. Tower down, tower down, tower down, tower about to go down. He's committing to the towers. Is there anything special about Roman towers that I'm missing? I don't think there's anything special about those, right? Oh no, 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 not Shotel Warriors, not Shotel Warriors. They're so weak. Their HP is so shitty, and there's 2 towers here. No. Oh no. I don't like the Shotel Warrior play. If you're gonna make Shotels, at least attack one of the siege workshops with them. Don't run into 2 towers. This unit has no pierce armor. Okay, never mind. It has a +1. Big whoop. In another tower. Mysterio, by the way, going up to a 3rd town center behind this, is at 61 villagers. So is Casva. So I think for the first time in 3 games, we're going to get to see Casva on equal footing. And another defensive castle being built here. Oh, there's nothing to protect the villagers. Ugh, that's so sour. That is so sour. Zulak with the punnery. Well, if Hera makes it to the finals and wins, it might be 5-0 because it's a best of 9. But yeah, look, there's a couple of good up and coming players, to be fair. That's why I started that Rising Stars series. Uh-oh. Careful. Actually, the pikemen can't really engage into the Mangonel because the town center will kill them. Is the castle going to go up? Or the Shotel's going to do damage? Stay tuned on this episode of Cast of Empires. Hasib, no, the game was played, I don't remember exactly when. Maybe yesterday or earlier today or something like that. My cast is live, but the game itself is not. Why hasn't Yo researched ballistics? That is a very good question. I mean, look at his resources. He definitely can afford it if he wanted to. I mean, Shotel Warriors, 0 kills. They might get 1 villager before they die. Maybe even. No. Ugh, what a shame. A single feudal age archer takes on a tower and pays the price, but castle's up. Stone to the back is secured. Casva actually has more gold, more wood than his opponent. Mysterio has more food and stone. He's almost approaching castle drop territory. The question is, does he even have any villagers left here? No. What an absolute brilliant hold out of Casva. By the way, hello, Corey. Sorry to just read your message. Catherine, I no longer order from DoorDash. I can't anymore. They just screw up way too much. A 5th town center for Mysterio behind all this. He's ahead 30 villagers. Our Ethiopian rushing to get 1,300 stone for the castles has lamed his economy to do so, but in come the Shotels. They're going to make quick work of this tower, quick work of this knight. Oh my goodness, what an absolute badass unit. Are the upgrades on them? Still no attack, all armor. And look at that, he's cleaned it up. I guess that rhino pole really made a difference earlier on. And look at Mr. Yo, goes and immediately returns middle of the road castle, not the king of the hill. This would have been king of the hill, I think. Red Bull Wololo has not happened. It hasn't even started yet. I think July 28th is the qualification of the top 4 players who are going to get invited to that castle. And then it is played, I believe, in the beginning of October, if I'm not mistaken. Wow, Shotels in the blink of an eye. What an absolute glass cannon of a unit. And now Mysterio's got to be careful. This cat, oh, no, never mind. This castle's at 93%, 99%. She's trying to body block, and Mysterio's right-clicking furiously. He gets the castle up. Looks like one Shotel did get converted. He does have 4 kills. That answers my question of whether or not a converted Shotel still shows the kill count. And finally, at the 38-minute mark of the game, Kasva is going with a second town center. Army counts are identical. One player is heading up to Imperial off the back of 30 more villagers, though. Sebastian is a good up-and-coming player, yeah. The Ethiopians do get the pikeman upgrade for free. They do. They also get 100 food and 100 gold every time they go up in age, which is a pretty damn powerful feature in the early stages of the game. I just find that DoorDash is not as good as Uber Eats in my experience. Also, Uber Eats customer service is ridiculously good for the customer. Whereas I've always had to, like, DoorDash always asks me for proof. Somebody once dropped off an entire order for my family off into the wrong apartment. And I messaged DoorDash that I didn't get the food. And they're like, can you please send a picture? I'm like, send a picture of what? And I sent them literally a picture of an empty plate. And they said, well, we don't know if it was dropped off or not. I said, shouldn't the delivery person take a photo? Oh, freaking elevation in Age of Empires, always such an annoying thing. Mysterio thought he had this walled in. He doesn't. Kaswa does take the kill lead. He's ahead 25 villager kills to 10. He's going to lose these Shotels, though. And we've got Centurions out on the map. Okay. Another castle for Mysterio. Another town center for... I mean, what was the point of walling off this massive part of the map if you're just going to build your next town centers off campus? Shotel Halb, in theory, could do well until these ballistic scorpions pop out. And then with a meat shield, those scorpions are absolutely going to destroy anything on 2 feet. Oh my god, another? Another? Imp to GG? Oh my goodness. Centurion versus Paladin 1v1, who wins? I'd imagine if the Centurion has committed 10 Cs, he gets a little initial boost, but I'd imagine a Paladin probably wins that battle, no? Even the Elite Centurion, I think, is not as tanky. I mean, Kasva is just, he's a game away from elimination here. Why did he GG? I mean, actually, yeah, I mean, look at his resources. We know why he GG'd. Brutal, brutal after holding off that insane assault. By the way, that assault was pretty damn strong. Roman Scorpions and Mangonels and Battering Rams out of 3 siege workshops is no easy feat to defend against. But ultimately, now that he's an Imperial, he knows he's going to start getting those heavy hitting units. Scorpions to Shotels, the rest is all noise. PKPM for Mysterio, beginning of the game. PKPM for Kasva, very beginning of the game. Oh my goodness, look at this. 10,000, 40% bigger economy for our Roman, who takes all 4 major resources. Conversion's not really playing a role. Raising's not that much anyway. A couple of buildings here and there, mostly towers. The two castles were fantastic. Yeah, Caswa is getting outmatched and outclassed right now. Shotel, Halb, Torsion Engines, Mangoes. I mean, Torsion Engines is very hard to compete with. That blast radius increase is ridiculous. Zula, exactly. That's exactly what happened. Mr. Yo hit Imperial. Casva looked down at his hands and said, yeah, I can't do anything here, and tapped out. So we move on to game number 4. Will it be the last? Will it be the first in a comeback, the likes of which we have never seen in Age of Empires? We are about to find out. Yo is definitely going to go after his rhinos of this game. Atlas, hello. You have not. Doubt is coming up after this. Casva this time as the Lithuanians to the 6 o'clock position. Mr. Yo at the 12 as the Aztecs. So this is what I'm talking about. The Aztecs, in theory, should do quite well in the earlier stages of the game, with their villagers needing to drop off resources less frequently. And look at that, Mr. Yo. Mr. Yo immediately goes for the rhino. Immediately. And not any rhino, the forward rhino. Has he seen the one to the back? Not yet. This is why it's so important to scout what you think is the forward position of your base. Rhino screams, Rhino dies, Rhino gets eaten. Where is his scout, by the way? Where is Mr. Yo's scout? No. Tell me you're not going to do the, you're not going to return the favor. Let's see it. He thiefed 100 food at this point. Look at Mr. Yo showing that he can give as good as he gets. That dude, there is a Civ draft. Yeah, to be fair, I'm not too familiar with the mechanics of the tournament in that regard. I generally am not, which if I want to be a pro caster, as you guys asked earlier, I probably should learn about all the various mechanics of how all that stuff works. By the way, why didn't Mr. Yo take the rhino? And now Cass was hunting. He's hunting for that one goat. Oh my god, will he discover it? Let's see. Let's follow along on this journey of our Lithuanian. Oh my god, they're going parallel. They're going parallel to one another. He does see it. And Casva returns the goat home. Luckily for him, the gazelles were up here. If the gazelles were over here, for example, he would have lost that goat. And Mr. Yo did not take that second rhino. So Mr. Yo tried some fancy schmancy maneuvers. Didn't really work out. Oh, sorry, Catherine. Yeah. Who would not want to watch these beautiful lemon bushes? Oh, I know that this is a late stream, and then for some people it's like 3 or 4 in the morning. I appreciate it as much as you watch is awesome. And look, I'm gonna remember, if you guys are watching the stream, if you haven't hit the like button yet, please feel free to hit that like. Help yours truly out with the algorithm and all that good stuff. Let's take a look at the resources. If you tilt your head to the right, this is an H for Hera. If you tilt it to the left, it is an I for yours truly, Isaac. C-shaped. If you tilt your head to the right, stone to the back. I love the forest coverage. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nice big space that you can wall out for yourself for our Lithuanian. Where are the relics, most importantly, for our Lithuanian? He's got one to the right of his base, one in the neutral position, and one to the left of his base. How many of these has he actually seen? None. Okay. Mr. Yo. West portion of his settlement completely open. 1, 2, 3, 4 forests as well, but all kind of centered on the right side of his base. Primary gold and stone in the forward position. Castle might put on some good aggression here if he wants to. Has Mr. Yo seen any relics? Just the one in the center on the attack path, on the goat stealing path. Hexit, thank you so much. Simon, 3 a.m. in Norway. Is it I forget if it's that time of the year when I arrived in Oslo in the middle of January, and I went to bed. I was so jet lagged, and I woke up with my alarm clock, and it was blaring, and it said 9, 9, 9. And I was thinking, I looked outside, and it's sunlight. I'm thinking, is it 9 in the morning or 9 in the evening? I had no clue. It was 9 in the evening. Catherine, thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate it. I don't know what to say since you remembered so high. Awesome. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I appreciate the reminder as well. I'm usually not super good at asking people to hit the like button. Sorry, bear with me. I think my chat froze. Scout loses a little bit of HP as Mr. Yo moves forward here. I wonder if Mr. Yo is going to be super duper aggressive to try to end this tournament now, or if he's just going to play a bit more kind of the way he's used to. But yeah, sorry, I'm trying to catch up on chat. For some reason, again, it froze. Hex at 4:20 a.m. Ouch. That's funny, Zulak. He needs as much help as he can get. Yeah, David, me too. I watch this game a lot more than I play, which is not hard because I don't play this game at all at the moment. Tomislav, I'm, you know what? I like that, to be fair. It shows you the growth of esports as a whole. That there's a lot of people who watch and not that many who play. I mean, obviously, you'd love to see more people play. More Elo points for the pro players, you know, to steal. I shouldn't say steal, to get. It never gets dark during the summer up north. No, depends where in Canada. I don't think it's that... I don't think we have an all daylight part of Canada. I could be wrong. Ooh, Catherine, what civ are you going to play once your internet is hooked up? Supergen, by the way, did you watch those games from the June 20th cast with all of the pancakes? And all of the siege onager shots? And Casva again! I mean, what? Who? It was Einstein who said the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results? This is a massive wall-off here that he's attempting. But he's aggressing here. He's got a couple of scouts, does our Lithuanian. Yeah, maybe none of it. Maybe in the territories. Yeah, exactly. Okay. Oh, true, Catherine. I forgot you're a Byzantine fan. Oh, Superjet. I'm just kidding. It's if you have a chance, take a look at the live stream, because I remember that you like the I mean, who doesn't love onager shots? But that particular live stream had a lot of them. Okay, Castro's to the rear of Mr. Yo's base. Mr. Yo's to the rear of Castro's base. Castro does have the kill lead, but Mr. Yo has a villager kill. Which is surprising because these scouts have been around here for the longest time. They get a third kill. Okay, will they get a villager kill finally? Will they? Now that that defensive spearman is dead? No! All that effort for nothing. Oh, Deepak, thank you so much for the super chat. Finally caught you casting online. You have a great voice and pace. Love to see you cast more tournament. Thank you so much, Deepak. I appreciate that. I'm glad you caught the live stream. And I'm glad you think the voice is okay. I keep saying every time that was my biggest fear going into this when I started the channel, was whether or not ouch, Mr. Yo gets a second villager kill, whether or not people would, number one, like the commentary, which you can never really predict or not, or whether or not people would like the voice. But I appreciate the super chat. Thank you so much. That one stream did have a lot of Siege Onager hits. Oh, David, I hate those kinds of days. When you wake up super early. After a all-nighter-ish. And then the rest of the day, I feel like I'm always like in a dream. Like in a waking dream. Okay. A little bit of action here in front of Mr. Yo's base. So Casva is putting on some aggression, but now... oh my god. Now his meat shield is dead and those skirmishers are very exposed. Weebra, hello, hello. Simon, maybe one day. I would love to cast with some of the big names. But that's mostly up to them. I'm always down to clown. You can fall asleep listening to me talk. I remember somebody said that like a year ago, that they fall asleep to my videos, and I couldn't decide whether to be insulted or like it. But honestly, then I fell asleep listening to or watching one of Survivalist's Twitch live streams, and I was like, okay, it's a compliment. It's a compliment. Doc, I mean, I don't know if other channels and casters go off on this many tangents as I do, but to be fair, I mean, I don't know. I just trying to be who I am, and who I am is probably slightly ADD or whatever the ADD, ADHD, whatever it is. And so I go off on many a tangent. Zula, how can you do that? Zweel, nice to see you. You actually missed the previous live. Watching pro players are always fun, but my casting makes it even better. Ah, that's so sweet. Thank you so much. I thought you were in the last live stream. Or was that the one before that? Time all mixes together for me at some point. Oh, Catherine, that's nice. And Doc, that's nice too. Usually fall asleep to videos of cool space facts. Interesting. I usually fall asleep to Twitch streams, or I'll wake up and I'll have watched the same YouTube short or Instagram short like 385 times. I'm glad people enjoy the tangents. I mean, when was it like a week ago that we went off on the Office tangents for like an hour and a half? And somebody in the comments pointed it out, and I was like, you know what? I can't really be insulted at that. We really went off on like Office tangents for over an hour, just quoting Office, some of the best scenes from The Office. By the way, I mean, Casva, come on, a Stonewall wall-off secondary? He really does not want to take on Mr. Yo right now. Although, to be fair, I always say this when you're playing against the Mezzo Civ. If you leave yourself unwalled and unprotected against Eagle Warriors in the late game, you are basically inviting a GG. Deepak, you like the YouTube shorts? Thank you so much. I've got a good number of them coming. I try to release them once a day. I'm not sure how successful I'm going to be doing that, but in terms of just being able to keep up with it, but yeah, I appreciate that. John Michael Gaudier is the goat of space facts. That is not a reference I understood. I thought Neil deGrasse Tyson was the goat of anything space related. John Michael. David Attenborough. For a brief moment, I thought of going onto Fiverr and paying somebody with a David Attenborough voice to record some of my shorts. And then I was like, nah, that's way too tryhard. Oh, Zulok, don't get us started. David, you bought margarine today. I mean, that just makes you an MVP. Hera and the Viper against Hart. Oh, you mean the 2v2 show match between the Wii Sports, I think it was Hart and Leary against Hera and Doubt. Stonewall in the feudal and now in the castle age. Now this is definitely one set of tangents I cannot go on, the space related ones. Okay, eagles, not exactly step lancers, so Stonewall will keep him safe. By the way, what is Casva doing on the other side of the map now that he's safe at home? He got a monk. That's not bad. He's gonna go after a second one. Ooh, house goes down a little bit too late for Mysterio. What the hell killed that? Oh, one of the villagers killed that scout unit. Very unfortunate that it was a scout and not a light cab, because scouts need 3 attacks to kill a monk. Whereas light cavalry need 2, except once you add sanctity, or I guess once you add fervor. I guess once you add any technology for the Aztecs, every tech you research does add 5 HP, except for sanctity, which will add 20, 15, and then an extra 5. So he's getting 20 seconds. That monk's going to jump up to 55 HP, and we've got Lei Chai out onto the on the map. Just took the first bite of burger and remember why I prefer BK to McDonald's. Yeah, Burger King burgers are just Burger King burgers are delicious, but so is their chicken sandwich, to be fair. It's one of my favorite chicken sandwiches, is the Burger King one, which always makes me upset at the increase in price. By the way, what are you? Oh, my bad. What are you on this side of the map? You're just an eagle warrior looking for relics? Mysterio, of course, has already collected a relic. I see a slow-moving dot over here. A slow-moving dot that's going to die right now. Oh, if the scout doesn't get him, the Lei Chai will. Oh, the power of the Aztec monk. Man, can he take a beating with all the extra HP. A bacon. All right, let's see what's going on, because the players have kind of disengaged right before Casva, who is housed, slams into the side of Mysterio's base here with Lei Chai. It looks like 1 or 2 might get converted. 1 does get converted and then immediately dies to his teammates. And now Mysterio's in a bit of trouble. Lei Chai, even basic Lei Chai, because they ignore armor, are such a powerful unit. Ugh, there's already fireworks outside my window. I hope they don't wake up my baby. 14 attack that ignores armor is pretty ridiculous, but we're about to see another Aztec Lei Chai. There he is, or Latus, rather. Are we going to see another Aztec Latus? Oh, Mysterio retargeting twice. Wanted to get the healthier Latus. Oh, and here come the fireworks. I may have to close. I have been working here with an open window. And Casva is being a lot more aggressive this game. These basic spearmen are all going to die on the left side. On the right side, he's killing more. But Mysterio's using a lot of gold. He may be converting 1 or 2 over here, but he is losing a lot of resources. The problem for our Lithuanian is that there's no really safe place for him to attack into. There's town centers everywhere. There's nothing up here. This is completely empty. If he wants to get the lumberjacks, the gold miners, the food gatherers, the stone miners, he's got to engage underneath a TC. And what's the armor like for his Lei Chai? Only out of 3. Having to win 4 in a row against Mysterio is a very long shot. Hamasav, you like the Lei Chai? What a ridiculous unit. It is just such a boss unit. Mysterio's stone was at 1200. Ooh. This is a lot of villagers here, but there's eagles to defend. Oh no, Casva, why? I'm absolutely shocked that Mysterio canceled that castle. Why did he cancel that castle? And now he's gonna lose a whole bunch of villagers, but more monks. Generally, when you're playing against a heavy cavalry civilization, monks are not a terrible idea. So, Casva slaughtered a bunch of villagers here. Mysterio slaughtering a bunch of villagers here. Both players plopped and then unplopped their castles. See, that's funny. I also question the location of monasteries in this game, especially on Arena. I don't understand why players never ferry their relics backwards. And now Casva's on the retreat. And he's let the eagles in. No, but the eagles know. Oh, no, the eagles are trapped. They are absolutely trapped. Okay, you're not going to get this castle up by the time these eagles die. Or maybe they're not trapped. There are monks here. Mysterio is going to get attacked by a couple of villagers. And the castle construction is back. Yeah, Catherine, these days I try to wait for like a BOGO deal or something. Otherwise, it's, yeah, the prices are just redonkulous. Lemmy, he has not managed to get a single relic. You are absolutely right. Which is an absolute atrocity. For no. This time we have a bit of a unique situation where Casva GG'd right as Mysterio clicked up to Imperial, as opposed to once he hits Imperial. I wonder if how much of the map has Casva seen, and he doesn't see a single relic. Oh, that's so annoying. Again, he misses a relic right next to his base. If you are the Lithuanians and you've got those 20% faster working monasteries, there is no excuse not to get at least 2 or 3 relics out on the map before your opponent. Why did he GG? I mean, Aztec monks are super insane, though. I mean, this is just the perfect civilization for Mysterio. That being said, actually, not the perfect. Maybe the Burmese would be the perfect civilization for Mysterio, because then you see where all the relics are on the map, and then you can go straight for them. He saw one relic, he killed one monk. Yeah, true. Where was that? That was somewhere here, right? Somewhere in this part of the map. And yeah, we've got our first sweep here. Mysterio taking it 4-0. Yeah, Mysterio just on the whole a much better player in these 4 games. Whether or not Cass was a good or bad doesn't really matter. It's just these 4 games. What the hell is this? The hell is this? Why is there a cactus in the middle of this wall? There's your ADD, by the way. I'm noticing this. I wonder if it's because he got his castle up first, but this castle's going up as well. Maybe Cass was just disgusted with himself for not gathering all the relics. Maybe he messaged Mysterio. He said, hey, how many relics do you have? And Mysterio goes, hey, bro, I have 4 relics. Well, actually 3. 1 is being returned home. What are you? Never mind. The 4th one is in here. What are you healing? Oh, the villagers. Okay. Well, there you go. 4-0. Catherine, let's set up the doubt game ASAP after we just take a very quick look at the stats. And there you go. Mr. Yo, by the way, with the double counter unit. Number 1, converting Lechai or any heavy cavalry out of the Lithuanians. And number 2, using that very same unit to gather the relics is fantastic. PKing for both players almost identical. Mysterio towards the middle end of the game. Economy's not that dissimilar without the relic gold, about 10% apart. 11 conversions out of 47. What is that, like 25% of the Lithuanian army was converted? Ouch. Ouch, ouch, ouch. It was like watching Hera versus a low elo legend. Doc is back for a smoke and a pancake. Yeah, you can't play as the Lithuanians without any relics. And has he even seen where the monasteries are? Yeah, he's seen the monasteries. He's seen, by the way, the flags. So he knows where to attack, but can you even really attack into this with a castle pressing on you? So it is what it is. Let's load up the next set. Bear with me as I type up the names and all that good stuff. Oh, that is a gold member reference. Sorry. I don't know if you guys can hear the fireworks popping off here. Let's see. I'm just going to set up the players. And away we go. So, set number 2 between Doubt and Daniel. Doubt playing as the Mayans, which start all the games housed because they start with an extra villager, which is why he's researching Loom in the beginning. And oh well, they're they're back. The Lithuanians are back. They just never left. Milky Alliance, nice to catch you live. Milky, I'm not sure. I think they might have some kind of option like that. Check it out on Reddit. They have a very responsive team on Reddit. If you post questions, like whenever I have an issue with Capture Age or questions, I just post it there. They respond immediately. I like that transition animation too. I'm really happy with it. Lemmy, the Lithuanians, in my opinion, need to get 3 relics in order to have any kind of advantage. Because remember, they're missing Blast Furnace, which adds a +2 melee attack. So at the very bare minimum, you need 2 just to keep up with every or most other civilizations. Especially the Aztecs that not only get that, but then get Garland Wars on top of that. But if you get 3, you're at an edge. But 2 is like the bare minimum that you really need. Milky Alliance, to follow a unit, you just highlight and hit the F button, I think. That doesn't work for you? If not, like I said, check them out on Reddit. They have a Capture Age Reddit group. And like I said, it's a very impressive team that Capture Age has assembled. Ugh, these fireworks are so annoying. I keep hearing a microphone. In any event, what do we think about this series? I mean, 4-0? Let's go to 7 games. No one's laming anyone at the moment. It looks like both of them are busy pushing their animals. Mayan rather, eagles all the way south when his turkeys are all the way north. Okay, so he's pushing the last deer. I believe he has seen the turkeys with the other turkey, right? Yeah. Remember the glitch that let the Lithuanians raise their cavalry attack indefinitely by removing their relics and placing them in again? Oh my god. That, so what, you have like a 500 attack latest? Tomislav is teamed out. A fellow former Yugoslavian. Doubt is from where? Serbia? I think. Why are people popping off fireworks in Canada? Because July 1st is our Independence Day. Although unlike the Americans, we didn't really have to fight anybody for our independence. Our independence actually was given to us by the Britons. The Britons. Oh my god, that's how you know I'm in the Age of Empires mode. By the British. After the Americans had their civil war and the British just realized, hey, wait a second. Yeah, we can't fight these people. They are way too strong for us, so let's just make Canada neutral. And so July 1st was chosen as the day in 1865. I think 1865. Oh my goodness, I'm a very bad Canadian. Yeah, he is Serbian. I like the food in Belgrade. I had a very fun time in Belgrade. France gave America their independence. A little bit of help from a couple of continental European countries. They just wait another 100 years. Ooh, I would love to see Croatia one day. The coastline on the Adriatic is supposed to be one of the most beautiful in the world. Yeah, Corey, we actually burned down the White House in 1812. And then the American... sorry, did I say American Revolution? I meant American Civil War in 1861 convinced the British that, hey, wait a second. America's way too industrialized and powerful for us, and we cannot hold on to this giant territory. So let them hold on to it themselves. But don't worry, we'll still be the king and queen in a figurehead sort of sense. Doc, I will respond to that by saying, oi, oi, oi. Yeah, I love Belgrade. Beograd. There was a restaurant there, a pasta restaurant, where you can order any kind of pasta in a small little cup. And it was so cheap. The booze was so cheap. Everything was super cheap. It was so good. So nice. It was a Dominion first, not quite fully independent. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, it wasn't, it was like independence with an asterisk. Yeah, Dubrovnik is a beautiful city. Split, I think, is where my friend is from in Croatia. Anyway, sorry, let's take a look at where the resources are, because things are starting to heat up with a massive 0-0 kills for now. This one scout might be in a bit of trouble, but never mind, he's got full health. Oh, he's gonna have to run through a town center, though. Let's see it. We'll doubt garrison the villager. Daniel being very aggressive here with a second scout. Is this fully walled in? No, it is not. So Daniel escapes. Now brings in a third scout. Yeah, let's take a look at the resources. Doubts gold and stone. Nice into the secure to the back. He's got another pile of gold. Very accessible here. Not a big fan of the forest coverage. Leaves his forward position pretty open. Daniel's gold incredibly exposed. Primary stone to the back, incredibly exposed. Also gold to the back, not bad. On the whole, to be fair, they both have forests in the forward position. The unfortunate thing for our mine is that the stone is very, very forward. Now, the good thing for the mines is their resources do last 15% longer. And so 1,750 stone is really what? Add another 230 to that. So it's going to be a while before he has to venture out onto the map. Although we'll see if our Lithuanian lets him. For now, Daniel following the same book that Kasva was playing last game, which is keep the pressure on your opponent while you try to maybe get up to Castle Age and get those monasteries working. Tomislav, I am not a vegetarian. I like my cevapi as much as any. Indian food. Well, okay, I'm gonna get so sidetracked now. Nothing beats a nice afternoon summer day with some cevapi and some rakia, some homemade rakia. Lemmy, what buff would you give them? They start with an extra 100 food. Their monasteries work faster. They've got one of the most powerful, if not the most powerful cavalry units in the game. Milk the Alliance. Were they eating ostriches in the Bible? All right, Daniel walling off the rear. Let's see how many relics our Lithuanian has seen. Ooh, just the one. Luckily for him, he's got two in very close proximity, so if he wants to scout, which he probably should be, he will discover those relics fairly quickly. I'm surprised he also hasn't seen this relic, the rear. Looks like Doubt has the first kill, but Daniel evens it up immediately. Looks like, what do we think that is, a skirmisher? Catherine making you hungry. Every live stream I get so hungry, and then it ends late and I'm like, well, I can't eat a pizza now. Joseph Scott, you love my accent? I have an accent? Your parents make rakia from apple. I like the plum rakia. I had some homemade rakia once. I was drunk within 5 minutes. It was so powerful. It was, I don't even know what proof it was. 99 proof. Brewed in somebody's bathtub. Lemmy, I know what you mean. I would love to see the Goth population kept. I don't think 10 extra units is that much, especially now that there's Mahayana, and now that the Georgians have Asnauri cavalry. 10 extra population seems a little lackluster. Plums for alcohol. It is too strong. I was drunk in like 5 minutes. A lamb. There's no accent. Oh man. Okay, so mission accomplished here for Daniel. He is heading up to the castle age. He's put on the pressure. He's kept doubt inside his base. Look at doubt scouting, by the way. Absolutely terrible. But the one thing Daniel didn't do while putting on the aggression is scout himself. He could have, while he was attacking here, he could have sent one of these weaker scouts. Well, actually, they're all pretty healthy. He could have sent a scout out onto the map. So Daniel, in theory, did really well here. But in execution, if he had actually scouted, would have been epic. But he also didn't scout. So not too sure if it's super duper mission accomplished here for him. It's like a dirty water hot dog accent from a stereotypical baseball fan. I sound like somebody from Boston. Oh my goodness. My first time visiting Boston, right as I arrived at my hotel, somebody got into an accident and right in front with a taxi cab driver. And I just couldn't stop laughing at these two people yelling at each other with Boston. What are you doing? Like that Boston accent. I can't really imitate it. I'm not great at accents. What are you packing your car here for? What are you, stupid? But they were like yelling into one another, like tearing into one another, and I was just standing there laughing my ass off. Could have been a little tipsy from the flight, to be perfectly, full disclosure, but that Boston accent. I definitely do not have a Boston accent. I may have a, what did you call it? A dirty water hot dog accent. I don't think I've ever heard that expression before, but I'll take it. I love hot dogs. I've also been told that I say hot dogs instead of hot dogs. My American family in New York always makes fun of my accent because I say dollar instead of dollar. This thing costs $5. I say $5 with a very rounded Anyway, enough about my accent. We've got eagles. They're in castle age, so they finally do come with attack bonuses against cavalry units. They are on the high ground, but they are numerically outnumbered. And we've got a Lithuanian mangonel coming out of all things. Tell me he's got... Okay. He's got nothing at home. No ability to go for relics at all. Salmon lasagna. Hey, John. Yeah, I agree. 10 pop is just not... It's not, it's a little archaic. Heated up homemade asparagus quiche with Milano ham and Parmesan. Ooh, Doc, right as I talk about how much I like hot dogs. The Boston Coffee Talk. Is that a reference to Saturday Night Live and Mike Myers? Atlas, I told you I don't do good accents. Although, John, you think it was a great Boston accent, a great imitation? All right, again, I mean, I like what Daniel is doing here, keeping on the aggression, but he's not gathering relics, so he must not be... I mean, he is going knights. They do... I mean, they benefit from the free attack boost. You'd think that he'd want to start gathering relics. I hear a monk for our Mayan. How's the wood count for Daniel? He doesn't have enough wood for a... come on, place the monastery. Very ballsy move to go mangonels against eagle warriors and infantry. You must be really, really confident in your attack rounds. Bougie with fancy foods. Second town center for our Mayan. Not a terrible location. Can't really place it anywhere here unless he deletes his palisade walls and maybe puts it here. That would very much expose him to these cavalry units which are heading forward. Oh, is Daniel going into late game winged hussars? Ooh, if so, that is great. Or is he just trying to snipe more monks? Did I just get too excited for nothing? Yeah, definitely you cannot take these two units on with your scout cavalry unit. Now he's going to take a wide berth. He's going to try go left, go right. Look at him dodging. Serpentine, serpentine. And now it's a light cavalry unit. Moves a little bit faster, slower rather. No, sorry, not faster, slower. And never mind, now he's backing away. I thought he was going to try to snipe some of those monks. You are not Aztec monks. You have a basic 30 HP, so 2 attacks kill you. Second town center for our Lithuanian as well. Yeah, let's see if he's actually seen the relics, because now there's a monastery out. Okay, he's seen 2 of the 3 relics on Orion's belt here. Has not seen the 3rd. And has not seen... Oh, that's so sour. What is this? Literally 1 tile away from his vision. Siege Workshop is down. No more mangonels for you. Double wall off for our mine, so he should be nice and safe for now. Light cavalry looking for monks, but they're in the forward position now. Let's see if he pivots right. He should catch them. There we go. Here we go. What's going to happen first? 1 dead monk. Okay, so he just went for 1. Risking it. Kind of not risking it, but really not risking it. Really risking it. I don't know what to say. A small R risk. Ooh, does save them. Okay. But at this point, there is a big Mayan force moving forward. Not perhaps the strongest force in the world, but these are not exactly the strongest wall-offs in the world. Just basic palisades with 250 HP. Zulok, no, this is going to be the last set of the evening. Ooh, Catherine. I love chicken nuggets. Yeah, it used to be for the scouts, which was pretty insane. Nothing beats the Popeyes chicken tenders. By the way, did he? Oh, I thought he was going to go after some monks here to the rear. Instead, he's going after some cheap pikemen. Luckily, it looks like he just lost a few of his light cavalry units, so not the end of the world. Wololo does manage to get one of the knights. What? What? Sorry, guys. I apologize. I really hate doing this, but how the hell did an outpost get into there? Did he? Oh, he converted a villager. Okay. Sorry. Sorry. He converted 2 villagers. And then built an outpost. I was wondering how the hell an outpost got into the middle of Red's vase. Venezuela and Canada are facing off in the next stage of the American Cup. How did we do against, who did we play last time? Peru? I think it was 0-0 it ended. Oh, he's in here, but in narrow alley, narrow choke point. Always benefits the counter unit. Okay, outpost is down. Shenanigans out of doubt, as to be expected when we were watching a doubt game. Red has no clue that Blue's army is still here. He's bringing home his knights. Daniel's army count is 20 below his opponent. Doubt also has 12 villagers more. He's off the back of 3 town centers to Daniel's 2. Attack rounds managed to clip 2 pikemen. Maybe a pikeman and a villager. No friendly fire at all at this point. And the parties disengage. Are you going to take the relic? Yeah, you are. So another game where our Lithuanian doesn't have a single freaking relic. I mean, where are these 2 relics? Where are these 2 relics that were here? Daniel still hasn't seen the relic to the south. Oh, he's here. Look at him. It's like body surfing at a concert. Just getting pressed forward by this mass of infantry units. It was Chile and Canada, right? Not Peru. Yeah, it was 0-0. Okay. Still haven't deposited these. Oh man, these monks are running into a lot of interference on their way home. Very defensive castle. Has he seen the red castle? Yeah, he has. So we've got a dueling castles over here. Daniel is down significantly in army count, though. Mangonel doing as much as it can, but I don't know against this many pikemen. Did the monks spend their faith? Yes, they did. But the Lithuanian castle is up. No murder holes. Let's see how many units get gunned down as they run away. One goes down with a bunch of arrows to the back of the head. Two go down. A third escapes before the last volley gets fired. Lechai are being trained. I mean, against this army, there's a few eagles in here, but this is mostly pikemen. Should he not add in a few skirmishers? Those quicker moving Lithuanian skirmishers? He does have an archery range. He does have enough wood that he can add a second archery range. It looked like that monk was body surfing, right? There's like a mass of humanity just pressing it forward and forward and forward. Tomislav, this is why you like Dowd. He just mindlessly starts attacking and being aggressive. Dowd is amazing. He picks a strategy. It doesn't matter if it'll work or not. He just has fun. At this point in his life, I don't think he really cares as much. Obviously, winning is nice. The money in a tournament is nice, but I think Dowd likes to have a lot of fun with this game, which is not as common in the higher Elo players. Like, there are some players who are very clean, very mechanical. They obviously also like to have fun, but it's like having fun is nice, but winning is nicer. I feel like Dowd just I don't know, experiments a lot and just, oh hey, what would happen if I put a castle here? Hey Patrick, we are doing quite nice, quite nicely, nice. Yeah, Dowd is definitely one of the funnest of the pro players to watch. By the way, our Lithuanian, oh my god, he finally saw a relic. He is 2.5 minutes behind his opponent going up to Imperial. Dowd is gonna have enough wood for 3 trebs in 5 seconds, and here we go. We are adding skirmishers. Well, I shouldn't assume skirmishers, right? Could be hand cannoneers. Okay. What we know we're not going to see is probably more heavy cavalry out of our Lithuanian, because the Mayan has 3 relics, and now it's going to be 4 relics. And Dowd is just massing. You'd think he was the Aztecs the way he's massing this army. 1 treb out, a second being trained, a third being trained. And this is very bad news bears here for our Lithuanian, who is still 1.5 minutes away from Imperial. The president surrounded by Secret Service. He does do it for the memes. Yeah, Dowd looking in very good shape right now, and he's in a fantastic position. Look at the stats. 47 army count to 5. And one of those 5 is a mangonel, which is where? Oh my god, it's so hard to see sometimes with the colors. Hiding behind a red thatched roof. 3 trebs. I believe all 3 are on the high ground. Maybe not this one. 2 of them are definitely on the high ground. Now we're getting fletching. So it's definitely skirmishers, right? You don't need fletching for your hand cannoneers. That doesn't work. Unless it's for the castles. Oh, he is sad that he lost? Yeah, well, there you go. 39 minutes in. Elite Eagle Warrior. Oh, it would have been nice to see these swarm all over Daniel's base. But Dowd takes game number 1 with the mere threat of a swarm, just with these trebuchets. By the way, remember, because of the line of sight, when a unit attacks you, Daniel sees all of this. He just saw Elite Eagle Warrior being researched and realized, hey, wait a second. What the hell am I going to do with fletching against Elite Eagle Warriors that come with 8 freaking Pierce armor when they're fully upgraded? Yeah, that's how you know you've made it in Age of Empires, when they start naming achievements after you. 51 Eagles, 12. Look at this army from our Lithuanian. What is going on with the Lithuanian play lately? This game and the last game, it's been kind of weak. PKPM beginning of the game for both players. Oh my god, it sounds like gunshots outside. 15 or 20% bigger economy for our Mayan, no surprise. They're all 4 resources. 4 conversions apiece. Not terrible, not great. Raising's not really playing a role in kill count, not that high. So let's just dive into game number 2. Yeah, Super Gen. It was a well-timed comment there. Although I wonder if he GG'd once he saw the Eagle Warriors become elite. All right, Daniel in red at the top of the map playing as the Hindustanis with those cheaper villagers. Doubt as the Vietnamese. Let's take a look at the base's primary gold for Daniel. Exposed. Primary stone, nice and secure to the back. Primary gold. Literally the exact opposite for Doubt. His gold is safe to the back. His stone is very exposed to the front. And he is already heading across the map. Why? Because remember, the Vietnamese, they know exactly where their opponents start in the game. In forests. Not really very helpful here for Doubt. The forward portion of his base open, but he does have a couple of forests to the back, which add about, what, about 10,000, 13,000 wood. Daniel also has, but this, I mean, you can't take this wood. This is just way too ugly. Unless you're like the Georgians or the Armenians with the donkey cart, no one else is going to attempt this with a lumber camp. He does have another patch of wood to the rear. Gold to the rear, additional stone to the front. Where's his third gold? There it is. Doubt has both his extra golds in the forward position. That's not good. Although extra stone is to the rear. And let's see. Is he looking to steal herdables? Gee, I wonder if he's looking to steal herdables. Man, the Vietnamese. It is such a powerful feature to know where your opponent is out on the map right from the very first second. 200, not only... Actually, sorry, he's... I don't know what I was about to say. 200 food he took from the mouths of the hungry Hindustani villagers. Now, luckily, the Hindustani villager does cost less and less food as the game goes on. What is it? 8, 13, 18, 23%? David, bagels are literally the best food. Bagels are very calorie intensive. But a good warmed up bagel with a nice cream cheese on top is delicious. Mint chocolate chip ice cream. Catherine, you can't eat coconut? Is that an allergy, or you just hate coconuts? I'm not a fan. I've tried to like coconut water. And to me, it just tastes like warm, I don't know what. Just warm, gross, I don't know what. Just unclean, dirty water. That's what it tastes like. Supergen, you can't eat dairy anymore. Oh, you are allergic. I'm allergic to certain fruit as well. Like, I can't eat apples, pears, plums, cherries drive me insane. Like, my lips swell up. Like, to the size of, I don't know what. A roll of quarters. Doctor told me there's some kind of enzyme in there that when I eat them fresh makes me allergic, but if I microwave them and the heat kills the enzyme, I was like, it's okay, it's okay. I'm not that big into cherries and apples anyway. Doc, you're allergic to bees in Australia? Oh no. I assume in Australia the bees are like 5 times the size and they're all carrying knives. And they're all poisonous. That's my knowledge of Australian wildlife. Derek. Welcome, welcome. So again, the attack path, fairly straightforward, complete, open piece of land. Our Vietnamese off the back of 1 extra villager is going to hit the next age about 20, 30 seconds maybe ahead of his opponent. Behind his opponent, rather. Spider bee. The bees are friendly here. I call bullshit on that. Bees are never friendly. Some of my worst childhood memories were when we would go to like Niagara Falls and have a picnic, and I would have my Coca-Cola, and the bee would just enter the can and just make itself at home and start like slurping up my Coca-Cola. By the way, Daniel's stopping the deer here. Remember, he did lose 200 food, so he must be looking for some revenge here, our Hindustani. And the revenge is coming in the form of a feudal age barracks. Why a barracks? For the Hindustani, your guess is as good as mine. Dowd's gonna see it in 3, 2, 1. There we go. Oh, that's a fantastic line from the office. And yes, Catherine, thank you. Everyone watching, you're just there lurking. Please do hit that like button if you like what you see. Consider subscribing to the channel. Peace and wasps. They're bees with no weapons? You mean stingers? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Hindustani tower push with no villagers on stone behind it. Couple of idle villagers here for Daniel. We saw the stone to the back. Additional stone to the front, but... okay. Those 2 villagers are just idle, and Doubt will have his tower up first, I believe, but it will be on the low ground. And he's already brought a villager into the dead space here, so once this tower goes up, it doesn't even go up! He cancels it! At 93%! What the hell is 7% of 125? 10? 10 stone he got back? Yeah, actually 10 stone. It went down to 75 and then 85. Oh, wow. Mathematics lessons did help when I was younger. Wow. That is incredibly sour here for our Hindustani, who is now gathering even more stone. Just needs 13 more rocks before he can place the next tower. But he's here with some infrastructure. The barracks was for a spearman against the Vietnamese. Okay. Remember, anything that pops out of a Vietnamese archery range comes with 20% more HP. So in a 1v1 skirmisher battle, the blue skirmisher with 36 HP handily beats the regular skirmisher with 30. Uh-oh. Oh, things are going real bad here for our Hindustani. At least he's done with idling his villagers at home, and luckily for him, Doubt is not really attacking his home just yet. And so for now, all the aggression is here. He's got 186 stone. He's continuing to go skirmishers. Definitely can't train spearmen against these guys because they have such a good attack bonus against them. PG-13s are movies are allowed one F-bomb in them. Yeah, they are. And now we're adding, why the hell not? Let's add in a stable. What's his food count like, Daniel? He's got 11 to the 15 of Doubt, so I don't think he's going to be able to keep up any kind of scout production if that's what he has in mind. Both players banking absolutely no resources. Doubt inexplicably is adding an archer unit. Did he see the stable? No. Why is he adding an archer unit when your opponent has gone heavy on the skirmishers? Remember, the Vietnamese economic upgrades no longer cost any wood. And so when he got a horse collar, that did not impact his ability to train skirmishers, except maybe the food part. X-Men First Class. Oh, that is a blast from the past. All right. Another tower attempted, another tower denied. I guess you can cancel this one. You get back 88% of your stone. And Daniel's been pushed off. He's making himself real at home here, is our Hindustani. And to be fair, not like Doubt can really take care of this infrastructure with a feudal age army. Skirmishers and spearmen are not going to do very much to stop this. And I think Doubt realizes, hey, if you had a bigger army, you would probably be attacking me as I move out here. And so I suspect you don't really have anything. So why don't I just move out and see what you actually do have? He's getting fletching for his skirmishers with the extra range and attack. Now you have fireworks going. I hate fireworks here. But maybe very problematic here for Doubt. He might get surrounded here. Ooh, but Daniel hesitating. Doubt Spearman on the wrong side of these skirmishers. So the scouts have been able to get a lot of HP reduced. Okay, Daniel taking a fantastic engagement there. He killed 2 skirmishers, reduced the HP significantly, down 120 HP at this point. His scouts taking 55, 60 HP of damage, not the end of the world. And now Doubt returns home from his little adventure. Just in time to spot the villagers, maybe. Nope, does not see the extra villagers that Daniel moved forward. Oh, he sees them now. 5 fresh villagers brought to the front lines. At the same time, oh, the archers are there to snipe villagers. But again, I don't know about archer play against skirmishers. And Daniel is just committing to the tower drop, but Doubt is building towers quicker. Okay, it looks like our Vietnamese in blue is banking resources to go up to Castle Age. So 5 villagers to 5. Both players firing initially on some enemy villagers as opposed to one another. So we'll see how this goes. Not the biggest fan of tower versus tower with villagers popping out and trying to attack and all that jazz. So let's zoom out. We can catch both theaters of war here. Daniel caught up in military count, 16 to 17. Make that 15 to 17. But Doubt is ahead 5 villagers at the moment, which against the Hindustanis is no small feat. Scouts are attacking in the archery range. Why the hell not? Archer dies. That was a nice micro out of Daniel to avoid the spearman. Now Daniel abandons ship. Wait a second. Where the hell are the other 2 villagers? Did the tower kill 2 villagers? It killed 2 villagers. Ouch. Daniel is just not getting the kills that he needs. He's not getting lucky at all here. Another tower attempted. Another tower stalled by Doubt. Okay, this time Daniel makes an issue of it, brings his skirmishers forward, but now our Vietnamese has massed a pretty big ranged army here. 8 archers, 6 skirmishers, but look at the HP on the skirmishers. 3 of them are basically dead. Might want to start adding in some of these scouts who are also basically dead, and Doubt's going up to Castle Age. Oh no. You had a schoolmate lose an eye to fireworks nonsense. Yeah, I'm not surprised. Like I said, there's every year on Canada Day, there's always some people in the park nearby who are just firing, what are they called, Roman candles at one another. Yeah, exactly, shooting them at one another. He laughs about it now. I guess. Good time to laugh about it. By the way, our Vietnamese army gonna be crossbows with Botkin in 22 seconds is heading across the map. And Daniel, again, no scouting whatsoever, is gonna get caught completely unawares. And oh, okay, maybe not. The problem with the tower in the feudal age is that Doubt can just park his crossbows literally right here. Although never mind, he is going outside. Will he get one? No, he actually survives with all of them. Okay. Well, there you go. Doubt hits Castle Age. Daniel doesn't even have the resources to go up to Castle Age. Just false start after false start. These towers just never going up. This one finally up, but really, what is it? Laming one villager, maybe two villagers. Army is not the greatest, not the heaviest. We're only 24 minutes into this game. I really am curious about the economies. Yeah, our Vietnamese ahead by just about 20%, just a few extra 1,000 resources. Oh my goodness. You took a Roman candle to the face. Ouch. Ouch, ouch, ouch. Just as much an ouch as this. No, I think a Roman candle to the face is probably more ouch than losing a game of Age of Empires, which is pretty easy to recover from. All right, well, that was a bit of an anticlimactic end to game number 2, right as Doubt was pushing out with his crossbows, but seeing those crossbows and realizing that there's literally nothing he can do if they park themselves here. And I mean, another tower is great, but they're just going to move over here, and then here, and then here, and then here. And that's basically it. And Daniel really has no way to deal with that. So let's load up game number 3. All right. Doubt as the Franks in blue, Daniel as the Slavs in red. Okay. Now this is a very good matchup. This could lend itself to some very fun potential late game shenanigans out of both players. Let's see where the starting resources are. Let's see what's going on around the map. Bushes on a hill, primary gold in the forward position for Doubt, primary stone safe and secure to the back. Additional stone very far to the south, additional gold in the forward position, and a bit more gold kind of off center, not really on the attack path. The attack path this time. Actually, this might actually be on the attack path. We'll see if Daniel is the one who becomes aggressive here. Primary gold nice and safe to the back, primary stone kind of to the back, but more in the center position. And then additional stone to the front, gold to the front, and gold to the rear. An extra relic here to the back. A lot of forests on the top right for Daniel, and a lot of forests at the bottom left for Doubt, who also has a relic. So on the whole, I would probably say these are fairly equal bases. Although it looks like 1, 2 forests for Daniel, 1, 2, 3 for Doubt. Interesting. Is this technically a third forest for Daniel? Is this distance the same as this? Could be. If it is a third forest for him, it is much larger than Doubt's third forest. The raised uninvented margarine. We'll see if the Franks take it. We'll see if the Franks can parlay their margarine invention to new heights in Age of Empires. As this Ibex stubborn. Oh my god, it keeps going up and down, up and down, up and down. Very stubborn Ibex here with these long ass horns. But one more push. Oh no, now he's gonna go up. Oh, now he's gonna go left. Wow, beautiful push there by Doubt, right underneath the town center. Don't usually see that. But Daniel actually does the exact same thing. Interesting. Usually you see them just a little bit off. The players are usually in a rush to kill those pushables so that they can go focus on getting the other ones. Ooh, Needless, you've been cleaning out your truck. Alam, you think this is a better map for Daniel? Yeah, he does have his gold to the back, berries to the back. Doubt has nothing to the back except this patch of gold, which is, I mean, how do you even mine this? I don't think you can place a mining camp up here. Oh, that's so annoying. Where do you place it? Down here? Down here? This looks like it could be 2 tiles of walking distance. That's not great at all. Both players at 15 villagers a pop. Is anyone exploring the map yet? No. Red is pushing Ibex. Blue is pushing Ibex as well. Again underneath the town center. Fantastic. And this is what I mean. Usually they leave them just a little bit outside the town center, just good enough so that the scout can rush home, or sorry, rush away and get the next Ibex or next deer, zebra, ostrich, whatever it is. I'd like to see boyars and paladins. I'd like to see Druzhina foot soldiers, infantry with trample damage. I'd love to see throwing axemen. And there we go. Again, Daniel could have pushed that Ibex one more time, but the extra few seconds to go out onto the map, I guess, is more valuable than getting the perfect location for that one particular animal. Yeah, $8 for butter is on the cheap side, to be fair. All right, now it's Doubt's turn to head across the map. Our Slav is going to discover. Oh, this might be this might trick him into going south, actually. But the bases now spawn fairly opposite of each other, fairly mirrored. Slavic Scout does see. It looks like Daniel and Doubt both heading up to Feudal Age. One player about 25, 26 seconds behind. I wonder if that means that Doubt skipped on Loom. And Daniel got Loom. Yeah. Loom takes 25 seconds to research, just the same amount of time as a villager. So if you see two players with the exact same idle time and the exact same villager count, but there's like a 25-second delay in one player getting Loom, or in one player going up to Feudal, generally it means one player skipped Loom, which means they get it, there we go, like Doubt is, immediately upon reaching Feudal, which makes them basically equal. They're both hit Feudal Age with Loom at the exact same time. You've seen Doubt forget Loom before? Yeah, when grocery shopping nowadays, there's no such thing as the cheap side. I wonder why our Slav went this far south. Was he perhaps looking for relics? There's still a big chunk he hasn't explored here. Doubt? Just sticking around the front of the base. Does that mean we're going to get to see some kind of push? We're going to get to see Tony the Tiger get activated. Now the Scout is very far away to help here. And I believe the Tiger is slower. Yeah, he is slower than the Spearman. But in comes our Frank. More units are streaming out across the map. Remember, these Scouts have 20% more HP, so instead of 45, they have 54. Which against a civilization like the Slavs is great, right up until the time the Slav gets bloodlines, although not at all able to afford bloodlines as Daniel at the moment. Tenchi, hello. I think it's Shen, if I'm not mistaken. I typed it into Google, into a pronunciation thing. I try to pronounce things as pretty accurately as I can. Shen is what it came out with. Although everyone else around the world is just saying SAX. I think on Twitch today, Mem and all of them were, it was just SAX tournament. But I like the long form better. Which is, I think, the name of the person who is giving the money for the tournament. Oh, Doc, is it Z, not C? I thought it was C. You want to hear me butcher it? Yeah, I probably am butchering it. Who's kidding who? Sorry, I had to mute the mic for a quick second there. $3 number sign MN. Freeman? Arizona in the house, 602. Is that the area code of where you're at in Arizona? What is that, Tucson? SAX makes you think of Metroid Fusion. By the way, can we see a kill in this game, please? It's 14 minutes in. One of these spearmen is weak, and he's going after the stronger one, is Daniel. Come on. You know you want to die for our entertainment. Go after the weaker one. Go after the weaker one. No, he just goes for the high ground. Now he's going, no, he's still going for the stronger one. And that's what happens when you take on a weak and a strong, and you go after the strong, you die. And it looks like Doubt on the other side also managed to get a kill. 2 more kills. 2 spearmen die here. Daniel does not have bloodlines. I think he has the resources for bloodlines, but not really researching it at the moment. Probably would do well to get it. It's the only way he's going to outmuscle these scouts from Doubt. You have no idea what you're talking about. Yeah, I just typed it into Google Translate. That's all I did. And then I hit the voice button. And it was Shen, I see. Oh, Catherine, make fun of me all you want. I'm not so thin-skinned. I'm the first person to make fun of myself. Okay, 1 scout drawing out the entire force of our Slav who is chasing into this. And Daniel, still no vision. This is when I say things like Hera is the best early game scouter, I mean it. By now, Hera probably would have seen more than... I mean, the north and the south, there's more of like an hourglass exploration. Hera definitely would have seen parts of this. As with the Viper, he would have taken one of these scouts that's super duper weak and sent them off into the periphery to explore. Cocoa Cream may have been a mistake. Oh. Oh no, Super Gen. Thanks for joining. Derek Thomas Lab basically answered that. If you sell your kidneys, you don't need groceries at all. Oh my goodness. Beans and rice is right. Ooh, Doc, you have a vegetable garden? That's nice. In Canada, people used to have vegetable gardens, then they legalized weed, and now everyone just grows weed. My wife's parents live next to a person who used to grow so many vegetables and fruits. They turned basically their entire backyard into like a greenhouse, and they used to share their fruits, their vegetables, and then literally they legalized weed. You can grow a certain amount for your personal consumption, and the entire street just stank like skunk until they moved out. That's the fruit and vegetables that we grow here in this country. The American brain cannot comprehend. I love those memes. I love those memes where it's like some American that's firing like a shotgun while he's double fisting like burgers, and fireworks are going up behind him, and it says like the European mind cannot comprehend America. And as a Canadian, I just like look at those and laugh. Is weed legal in Arizona? Is it one of those states that legalized it? Oh, so you are in Phoenix. Why did I say Tucson? I should have said Phoenix. My goodness, I remember spending a few months in the summer in Arizona. Holy moly, did it get hot. I felt like I was on the surface of the sun. Town center to the back. Town center to the front. Both players in castle husbandry for our Slav, who finally does have bloodlines and is going cav archers. Ooh, a lamb. They legalized it in Brazil? Interesting. I would have thought the South America is a lot more conservative and probably would have not gone the legalization route. What the hell's a kilometer? Bald eagle screech. That reminds me of that scene from Super Troopers where Farva goes and gets a Coke and they ask, do you want a liter of cola? And he goes, what the hell is a liter of cola? It's hot as AF and the weed is recreational. Yeah. We had medicinal a long time before they legalized it for recreational use, but I think they realized everyone just kind of went and got like a card that said, oh, I have this, I have that, I need it. And so they figured, yeah, what the hell? Cut out the middleman and just make it legal for everybody. Ooh, one knight chasing into two skirmishers. They are not long for this world as they bite the dust. So our Slav, not going heavy cavalry, not going infantry, going cav archers, which is an interesting play because as you can see at the top, they are missing Bracer. Although with a nice secondary wood pile here to the back and no risk of running out of wood anytime soon. Villager counts identical. Army counts identical. Our Frank is getting armor upgrades for his cavalry units. Catherine in less than 2 hours. Holy moly. What a fortuitous time to bring up this topic. Yeah, the smell of weed in some parts, when they legalized it, man, did Toronto stink. Man, did it smell real bad. Why are you attacking this palisade? Is there a villager behind here that I'm not seeing? Oh, there is a villager inside here. Okay, my bad. Now they're going to turn their attention onto this palisade. Probably might want to attack the one that's half built. Where are you going, Mr. Knight? Where are you going, Mr. Knight? Oh, you're going straight into the arms of Daniel. And now the monk is going to die. But converting one unit is a 2-unit swing, and cav archers are moving with husbandry. They should outrun these Frankish knights quite nicely. You traitorous bastard, they yell as they bastard as they kill him. But that leaves the villager free to finish constructing that TC. Cav archers are still streaming forward. Again, an interesting choice to double down on cav archer. Is he trying to play mind games with doubt? Is he trying to pull and lure something out of our Frank? I can't imagine there's going to be a lot of longevity in this unit. The cav archer. Although I could be wrong. There's something in here but no relic, which means a monk. Smoke meat, not weed. I like that. I like that, Derek. Oh, I miss American barbecue. Okay, and I'm not going to go down this rabbit hole. There we go. Now our Slav is starting to add in the pikeman upgrade and not a single spearman on the map. But he is going up to 3 barracks. Is this all just one big psyop here out of our Slav? Because now he's pivoting to pikemen, which is a completely separate list of upgrades and everything than these cav archers. Needless, you wants the best of both worlds. Ooh, a couple of conversions here would be real nice. Gets 1, gets 2. But does lose both monks for it. I don't know, 2 half-dead knights for 2 monks. I guess on the whole, not a bad trade. Especially if it shoos away that knight on the top left here. But now pikemen are out. And all of a sudden, Doubt's attack is over. Handcart for our Slav. Handcart at the exact same time for Doubt. Villager count are basically counts are basically identical. Army counts are basically identical. Doubt is doubling down on this heavy cavalry force, whereas our Slav is building an interesting. I'm not too sure what to make of this army out of the Slav. Is this a typical Slav build? Are there people here who know better than I do what the typical build order of the Slavs is? I feel like this is not a typical Slav build order. You have a unit that caps out at maximum strength in the Castle Age. Then you have a unit that caps out in Imperial Age. I mean, sniping monks is not bad. Meat and weed, a Uruguayan day. You didn't even know they had cav archers? A cache, I agree 100%. Let's take a look at those settlements, by the way. Doubt, exactly the same villager count. Getting devotion, he's sick and tired of having his units tiefed from him. He does have 33 villagers on food to 29. Neither player has any gold whatsoever. I mean, cav archers for the Slavs in Castle Age are fine, but there's a shelf life to these guys. Just like, by the way, there's a shelf life to things like the Frankish skirmisher, which you never see for this reason, because they're missing bracer in the last armor upgrade. And now our Slav is adding forging. So we've seen as many cav archers as we're going to see. One more, rounded up to a nice 15. Was our Slav perhaps interested in sniping villagers? Did he want to run in here with his cav archers and start attacking and trying to cripple the economy? That's a possible reason. Mango goes down just in time for a second mango to pop out. Monks, they get one conversion, actually maybe two, I think just one though. They both bite the dust. No, bracer affects any ranged unit. But because the Franks are missing bracer, generally if we're talking about skirmishers, usually the Franks are not known for their skirmishers. Which is why I mentioned that specifically. Which would also, by the way, counter these cav archers nicely. Oh, Converted Knight does manage to get the mango as it dies, and the players again disengage. What an action-packed game. And look at the upgrades being gotten here. Heavy Plow, Town Watch, Sanctity. I think he finally realizes, hey, I'm stuck on 30 HP. Yeah, Bracer is range and attack for almost everything except the town center. And now that's building that Frankish castle in Castle Age. It is 15% cheaper, but our Slav is pressing in. Our Slav is housed, and I don't see any houses being built for him. Oh no, he's busy microing his army right now. That's the bigger priority. The castle will go up. It's at 95. Get the hell out. Get the hell out. Get the hell out. Okay, he sacrifices his pikemen to save the cav archers, but Doubt's not falling for it. One more volley. Does clip him on the way out. 2 cav archers, 3 pike do die. No, Bracer adds attack and range to ranged units and to static defense structures, except for TCs. Which is why, for example, like you'll see this town center with Bodkin, the attack is +2, but the range is +0. Nothing improves the range of a town center except the Lithuanian upgrade. The, oh my god. Hill forts. I always have a hard time with the Lithuanians between hill forts and, oh my god. I say I have a hard time as I forget the name of the second one. What's the name of the Lithuanian upgrade that gives the pikemen and the skirmishers extra tower shields? Always confuse those two. Aw, you found a catnip spray? That's adorable. One conversion, 1 dead monk. It adds to the attack and range for skirmishers. Yes, it does. Correct, Derek. Yeah, Dowd has been throwing knights left, right, and center at this army. And our Slav's an Imperial in 20 seconds. Dowd's 2 minutes behind his opponent, which means that this castle... Actually, you know what? Daniel's going to be an Imperial, but a lot of that time advantage is going to be used up in building that castle. Oh no, oh no, oh no. Be very, very careful here with your cav archers. What's happening here? Converted knights are attacking into Dowd's flank. Needless, I don't think Bracer gives you 2 attack. I think it gives you 1 attack, no? You're thinking of Blast Furnace for the melee units that get +2 attack. I think Bracer just adds 1/1. And then you need to get Chemistry to get the maximum +4 attack. Although I might be wrong. I might be wrong. Hasib, it is pure random number generation. There's a minimum, there's a maximum, and there's a lot of all of a sudden small little battles all over the map. Knights attacking the gold line, knights attacking knights, pikemen in the center. A monk tries to get another conversion, not too sure if he did or not. Can't click on the dead monk to find out. Ooh, look at this. Daniel sees the castle going up. He's going to lose that cavalier. But he is starting to add in pikemen. Now, Druzhina, as cool as it is the one of the most expensive upgrades in the game. Solo Rolo, hello, hello. Nice to catch you live. Go Team Daniel. And all of a sudden, we've basically broken up into two avenues of attack. One to the north, one to the south. And this is exactly the problem for Daniel. He did hit Imperial 2 minutes ahead of Doubt, but by the time he got his castle up and the Treb out, not too sure it's going to make that big of a difference here. Cavaliers wasting their time on a house. Cav archers get caught out. I can't imagine Daniel's going to keep training Cav archers at this point, no? They basically served their purpose, whatever purpose that was. Stable down, siege workshop down, Treb packs up our Frankish castle. Oh my goodness, are we gonna get to see Frankish cavaliers? The gold count definitely indicates that. Doubt has 37 villagers on gold. That is a healthy amount of gold villagers to go up to Paladin, but I say that 12 of them immediately go somewhere else. Now he's down to 24. Counter castles. Our Frank is not building a single Treb. He doesn't really care about castles when they're 25% cheaper. But here come the halberdiers, unless I'm mistaken. No blast, no attack radius, nope. Our Frank might want to start adding in a few throwing axemen, or I mean, not cheap, but hand cannoneers could help against this flow of infantry. Otherwise, he's going to be throwing away cavaliers. A lot of cavaliers. Super Jen, welcome back. Cottage cheese and dressing on my salad. Oh. Needless, thanks for confirming. I wasn't, when people say things, sometimes I doubt myself as well. Bit of a force to the rear of the Frankish base. Our Frank is getting surrounded little by little. And now he's throwing away a whole bunch more cavaliers. I mean, these are trades that are fantastic for Daniel. He only has 10 villagers on gold, but he's going up to 44 halberdiers. Where are the throwing axemen? They're going to be fantastic at killing the halberdiers. Halberdiers have no base armor at all. So even a cheap unit like a throwing axeman is fantastic against them. Town center is going to work away at that halb. I'm surprised Doubt's not trying to attack this Treb anymore. By the way, is there any gold left out on the map? There's just this patch here to the south, right? Doubt has one patch here. Oh, our Frank is out of gold. No, never mind. There's a bit of gold here in the front. One villager gets stuck in traffic. Oh, that's so annoying when that happens. Daniel is at 136 vills. Doubt's at 125. Look at the army count, 51 to 8. A little bit perhaps misleading, just because, you know, 37 of that is halberdiers. And remember, Slavic farmers do work 15% faster than normal. So we're seeing a bit maybe of a Hussar transition. 8 more light cavalry added. Doubt's going to be rated. Doubt's about to get rated to Kingdom Come. We'll see how well he handles it. There's literally a Maginot line of castles here in the front. But Doubt's got his gunpowder out. And here we go, hand cannoneers to deal with the halberdiers. You guys think it's GG? For who? I mean, the army. Yeah, I asked for who. Daniel's ahead 60 population. 4 times the army count. But yeah, no, it's... Oh, Doubt knows about the gold. He knows about the gold, and he's going straight for it. I don't know. Doubt has the stronger units, but the just sheer volume of our Slav, who is population captain, still training more and more and more. But this is what's going to happen now. The never-ending raids from the Slav. Once he hits 600 gold, will we see Hussars? Daniel does only have 2 relics to 1. I don't see any relics left out on the map. And there's that Hussar upgrade. Yeah, things are going to go very bad here for Doubt now. Hand Cannoneers will hold the line a little bit. The BBC does survive. Bugs Bunny, petition to replace the Throwing Axeman for Frankish Paladin as the Frank's unique unit. So what would happen to the Throwing Axeman? There's Blast Furnace, by the way, to add that +2 attack. Oh, now he's going to get surrounded to the north, loses access to these 3 piles of stone. But he has Daniel seen this? No, he hasn't. He's seen the gold, but he doesn't know that Doubt is here with no fewer than 19 villagers. All's quiet on the central front right now. The Slavs, I don't know if they seem better in the late game. I mean, their ability to spam Hussars is great. I would love it if the Franks got Hussars. Oh, how quickly that Treb falls. The Frankish light cavalry game seems a little weak. They're more intended to be heavy cavalry, like the Lithuanians. But even the Lithuanians get winged Hussars. And this is exactly what I thought would happen. In Doubt is going to get shredded to pieces now. He's still down 60 total population. He's being shredded to the north, shredded to the south. He does still have his gold pile. Gold mining operations, and now as good as hand cannoneers are, their firing rate is just way too slow. Bombard cannons are running away from villagers. Villagers are having a hard time catching up to repair them. But the last offensive Hussar does die. Doubt did not research murder holes. And believe me, I would have seen if they researched murder holes. Yeah, Daniel gets his first kill of the game. That was just a foregone conclusion. If you let the Slav get up to this many farms, 86 farms, and oh my goodness, where are these boyars? See, this is sometimes the thing with tournament games, is sometimes they just end a little prematurely, just a few minutes early. I would have loved to see these boyars. Nothing really here to contest them. Maybe they could have slammed into the hand cannoneers. But wow, what a fun game at the end of the day. 109 Cavaliers. I wonder what the hell the point of those Cav Archers was for Daniel. Did he just want to snipe villagers? Because at the end of the day, he killed 126 villagers. But I feel like that was right towards the end, right? Where's Doubt's collapsing blue line? Yeah, look at that blue line. From the 48-minute mark, wow, all the way down. 3 minutes later. Economies, oh my goodness, our Slav, 15,000 more resources. Relic's not playing a role at all. Doubt had a lot more gold, about 2,000 more gold, 3,000 if you factor out the Relic gold, but a lot more wood, a little bit more, actually a lot more food, and a little bit more stone. Not that our Frank really needs that much stone. 12 conversions out of 156, about, what is that, 9%? No, 6 or 7%. 4 out of 305 is just over 1%. And total kill count, let's look at that. They look pretty good. Our Frank killed a lot more. Of course, you're killing halberdiers, 320 to 250, but the villager kill count difference. I mean, this basically means that Daniel only killed 126 military units to the 300 that Doubt killed. But the end there with the villager kill count, he dropped to double digits, which is never great. Oh, and here we go. The last place you want the boyar is inside your gold line when the town center is already full. Wow. Ouch. But at least Daniel gets, we're not doing a sweep in set number 2. That was a super fun game, but Daniel slowly but surely, I love that town center here. A couple of stables and a monastery, then a castle, more I love the incremental creep out of him. The more he took control of the map, the more he just gobbled up until finally Doubt has no defenses here. And Daniel feels so comfortable, so ridiculously comfortable that he can just leave his trebs out here completely undefended. Because what do they see? They see nothing, Jon Snow. They see nothing except a single cavalier. And by the time this cavalier gets here, there is already a castle. There's 2 stables that can respond to it immediately. So fantastic game out of Daniel. Which which leads us to game number 4. The Cav Archer was to keep Doubt engaged in Castle Age, then the timely switch to Pikes. Yeah, I think Doubt, a lot of useless fights in the beginning of, basically throughout all of Castle Age, to be fair. Let's see. Doubt this time. Oh, Catherine. We've got the Byzantines in blue. Daniel this time as the Malay. Okay. Ugh. Bit of a tough time for the Malay, maybe. But to be fair, this should be a fun, spammy game. Let's take a look at where the resources are located. Primary gold and stone to the rear of the base, as are 2 very useless forests. One in the forward, berries in the forward position. I like that the gold is on the same kind of side here on the upper left, and additional stone to the back. Also 2 very lush forests to the rear of the Byzantine base, which, by the way, also to the rear of the Malay base, who also has 3 forests, 2 of them in the forward position. Primary gold very forward, stone to the rear. Additional gold very exposed up top, and no, this is not good. Additional gold very much on the attack path. Secondary stone kind of secure. On the whole, not terrible bases for either player. A lot of wood for possibly some of those infamous Malay arbalesters in the late game if we're lucky enough to see it. Or just any kind of spam out of the Byzantine, to be fair. Interestingly, Dowd has a tutorial video on Franks where he says cavalry civilizations, you need to research halberdiers and hand cannoneers first, and he didn't do it? Yeah. Well, there you go. Deer falls, boar falls, lots and lots of food for these hungry Byzantine villagers. Oh, Catherine, you have to stay for this one. Cheap trash versus cheap elephants versus cheap karambit warriors. Let's see. Let's see how this game all shakes out. Akash, maybe that's why he died. That's why he lost. If you're not going to follow your own game plan, whose game plan are you going to follow? Malay have fully upgraded Arbalesters. Cataphracts a trap? Ooh. I mean, number one, who doesn't want to see cataphracts? But they're like the Ratha. You need to spend a lot of gold to upgrade them to their full capacity. Let's see how well Doubt micros these 2 pulls and pushes here. The deer is very, very stubborn. The boar is being pulled. He gets the boar. The deer goes F's off. To be fair, there is a bush in the way. So losing control of the deer temporarily, not the end of the world here. What is that? 480 more food added to the bank, minus decay, of course. You versus AI. Solo, where's that from? That's from a movie. I just forget which one. Or a TV show. He doesn't live by anyone's rules, not even his own. Is that Community? Doc, it's been unseasonably cold in Toronto as well, which has really been pissing me off. As much as I love to stay indoors and watch Age of Empires and cast and work and stuff, it's really just been... I mean, I like my summer. I like my heat. Skirmishers helps clean up with cataphracts. Oh, it's Family Guy. I forgot where that was from. All right. What are we cooking up in this barracks? A single militia. Now a second. This might be, in my opinion, one of the least useful expenditures in this game. Going early militia against high elo players. But what the hell is this? What the hell is going on? One villager? Okay. Daniel's already got 2 on gold. Remember, the Malay go up to the next stage 66% faster than normal, which saves them about a minute going up to feudal, just over a minute going up to castle, and then I think like a minute and 14 or a minute and 15 seconds going up to imperial. Doc, it was 11 degrees here today, and it's summer here. That's how annoying summer has been in Canada right now. Or at least in Toronto. Oh, first kill of the game going to Doubt, who managed to get a villager with his scout. Must have taken the high ground, but oh, he's definitely going to lose this guy, right? Right. The Piggly Wiggly did not escape, but the scout did. Wow. Lucky break there for our Byzantine, who is now having his own villager get pressed into. But you know what? Not terrible. You've sent your opponent's villagers all the way from here to the town center. They can't really do much. They're walking a lot. Maybe they have to go all the way over here. You've idled them, basically, which is a close second to killing them. Daniel, with attempt number 2 at the proxy structures, is completely broke. No food, no wood, no gold. And he is here with his men-at-arms. What is he training? Another archer, a saga. First one already in the inside there. Derek, he is in Australia. Look at them patrolling this blue line. I don't mind summer, autumn weather jacket, but I love heat. The hotter, the better. It might be a hot take, a weird take. Australia. Downenda. Down goes a villager. Daniel does rack up a counter villager kill. He is ahead 3 villagers now, 2 villagers. And now he pops out 3 archers. They still need fletching, and even with fletching, will they be able to reach these villagers? Oh, never mind. There's a complete gap here in the defenses. And Doubt, by the way, is keeping these skirmishers on the other side of the map, which means these villagers are undefended, which means bye-bye villagers. He's already got 1. He's going to get a second. And now Daniel stutter steps. He's going to get a 3rd as well. Oh, no. Down go 3 villagers, but it looks like the entire offensive force here is going to go down as well. 1 more villager dead. Oh my goodness, Daniel has killed 5 villagers. Will it be 6? No, it is not. Look at the villager lead right now. 7 villagers ahead. At this point, it is Daniel's game to lose. We might be seeing all 7 games. My Australian accent. Let's put it like this. My attempt at an Australian accent. People that like summer work indoors. People like that like winter work outdoors. Interesting. I love being outdoors in the heat. Give me a fan, a hammock, a drink. And by that, I mean like a Coca-Cola or a Pepsi. Something to relax with. And I am about as happy as I'll ever be. Seize the relic, seize this relic. More archers being trained here out of Malay. It certainly does look like he's gearing up towards an Arbalester build. Although with 38 food and 98 gold in the bank, we are light years away from any kind of Arbalesters. Willie Mac Show. Hello and welcome. Nice to catch you live. I appreciate that. Thank you so much for joining. I think this is the first time you're joining us live, no? tick guy. Jen, have a fantastic night. Hope you feel 100%. Mariano, buenas noches de Argentina. ¿Conoces a Loco Ser? Sí. Claro. ¿Hay alguien que no sabe Loco Ser? But if I really knew Loco Ser, I would be going, yes, of course I know Loco Ser. Oh my god, look at this, look at this. There's skirmishers here and now. Now he's attacking the villagers, now he's attacking the villagers. That's my impression of Loco Ser, and that's probably why I just can't understand like 80% of what he says. You work outside, you have to drink approximately a gallon of 100-degree water. Oh no. Willie Mac, you've lurked here before. Well, thanks for making your presence known. I like Loco Ser. I like Loco Ser. I like Mario Valle. Pero aquí hablamos en inglés most of the time. I'm not going to try to embarrass myself by speaking Spanish anymore. I realize my Spanish has been... I've neglected my Spanish so much that at this point it's I might as well just go back and learn it again. But man, I will put their casts on and just try to soak up as much as I can. But again, with Loco Ser, it's very hard just because he's so it's very hard for me to understand. My Spanish is good, gracias. Estudié para 3 años en la universidad en 2002, 2003 y 4, which I now realize is 20 years ago, which is making me very sad, because where the hell did 20 years go? And welcome to the depressing cast of empires. My name is Inigo Montoya. Prepare to die. You killed my father. Prepare to die. Man, Princess Bride. Definitely one of the best movies of all time. All right, let's take a look at what the game plan is. Enough of my nonsense. Our Byzantine, 7 more army count, 25% cheaper army is on the move. Whereas our Malay has a little bit of this, a little bit of that. 9 archers. Again, definitely does seem like he wants to go into arbalesters, which is probably his best bet, right? Like, cheaper elephants with no armor get super duper countered by ridiculously cheap camels. Then you have karambits that get countered by even a basic cataphract with a +9 attack bonus against infantry. You don't even need logistica to counter them. Oh, Catherine, you absolutely need to watch the Princess Bride. I don't know why I hiccuped there in the middle of the sentence. Oh, that's nice, Catherine. Yeah, David, I do remember 5 minutes ago when I was 18 years old in the year 2000, and I was sitting down for my first class in business school, microeconomics. And now I'm even sadder. Byzantine is usually the first to reach... sorry, oh, you said castle. Okay, not imperial. No, it looks like our Malay is going to reach imperial for... oh my goodness. I've confused myself. Looks like our Malay is going to be the first to hit castle age. Remember, again, they go up to the next stage a lot quicker than average. And doubt for the second time, maybe the third time, has to evacuate an entire wood line just to, hey, staying alive. Okay. This is what happens when your skirmisher doesn't move with their minimum range. They're gonna die, or maybe not. Maybe this is all a trap to lure this one antiquated man-at-arms to his death. And that is exactly what happens. Crossbows. A knight being added in as well. Doc, these are your 2 favorite civilizations? All right. Princess Bride is eminently quotable. Yeah, well, we won't go into a Monty Python tangent. You're in university in Buenos Aires? My parents went to Buenos Aires and they loved it. They told me I have to go immediately. Oh my goodness, these skirmishers, they're gonna get surrounded by the mob. The mob of villagers that are actually chasing a spearman. Oh, this is so micro-intensive here for our Malay. This is the last thing you want to be engaged in at the 26-minute mark of the game when you want to plop down your infrastructure and attack your opponent, is microing individual villagers to attack skirmishers. Ugh. Kill counts are identical. Villager kill counts are identical. A single night. We'll see if he can get anything done here. Probably not. Not against a spearman that we saw has a plus 15 attack bonus against him. Now the villagers get the hell out of here. They're going to run to build more houses, kill some time until the army shows up to help them out. Eric Bomb, first time catching you live. I like to listen while doing other things. So listen to your videos a lot, huh? Nice. I appreciate that, and thanks for joining us live and commenting. Doc wants to see the Zergling flood. Oh no. No, no more Monty Python quotes. Oh, you are now elite skirmishers, but you are still gonna die. It doesn't really matter. The knight has 3 armor to your 5 attack. You're gonna die. This is like Oprah. You're gonna die. You're gonna die. Everybody dies. Except instead of giving everyone a new car, you are giving them... Oh, actually, wait a second. No, okay, he closed in on the minimum range just in the nick of time. And down goes the last of the offensive skirmishers, but there's a few more out here. We'll see how long they last against this knight. Remember, for the Malay, this armor upgrade that he has, the +1, that's as good as it gets. When your elephants are 25 and 35% cheaper, the developers taketh away the armor. How much of this infrastructure has Doubt seen, by the way? He's seen all of it. Okay. So he is going super duper cheap trash skirmishers. He's added ballistics, and there's that cheaper camel. Uh-oh. Ruh-roh. 2 mangonels pop out. Welcome to the crazy house. Oh, Solo, you are absolutely right. We are no longer the knights who say Monty Python quotes. I'm trying to be good. Trying to, you know, cast the game. But it's inevitable. Somebody will inevitably mention dinner. Somebody will inevitably mention the office. Where the hell's this bear going in the middle of all this? Look at him. Look at him go. Smokey is on a warpath. Brave Sir Robin. Bear dies. I love when they're singing Sir Robin's praises about how brave he is and how he would never run away. He would rather die and this and that. He's just looking at his bard. Like, what the hell? Okay. Army counts. Daniel is ahead by all metrics. Double the army. 3 villagers ahead. Both players in castle, both on the back of 1 town center. Nobody banking any kind of resources whatsoever, except surprisingly gold. Discounted army here for our... He literally has the 3 discounted units that he's training here. That's what's in your head, that scene, yeah. Does Sir Robin survive the, he doesn't survive the Bridge of Doom, right? He dies. Extra town center finally being placed here for our Byzantine. We're in Castle Age, which means these structures are 30% chunkier than usual. Second town center as well for our Malay, who is now very firmly besieging the center of the Byzantine base. Man, is it tough to take down the Byzantine buildings. 2,300 HP compared to the usual 1,800. Jimmy, hello, hello. I think Sir Robin dies, right? Uh-oh, Doubt is trying to sideswipe here. Is this open? Oh, there's a very weak palisade here, which the camels are going to make quick work of. And all of a sudden, Doubt is in the rear of the Malay base as the Malay continues his bombardment of the center. Okay, but slowly but surely, he is taking down structures. Doubt is preparing some kind of boom here with 3 fresh houses. As he engages now, what's the kill count on his army? 4. One of them is an economic kill. I'm not sure if that's from before or now. I don't really see any dead bodies here. So Daniel has preemptively pulled his villagers into the safety of 2 towers. Okay. Yeah, it's going to take a while to take down this building with crossbows. Oh, but he's got 2 knights. I was wondering why the HP is going down so quick until I saw those knights. Daniel is now down in army and in villager count. What the hell just happened? There's that villager kill that he needed. So what is he up to? 5 now? No. Oh, pardon me. He just killed 5 villagers. What am I missing? Oh, there's bodies all over the farms here. 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't know what this is. Oh, that's the hare. That's a 5th villager. There you go. So that's just going to be annoying, leaving his army there, keeping Daniel behind. Another town center going up here. Another villager died. You might want to put a tower here or something to stop the stone miners from getting shafted. Not a single castle for either player. A 3rd town center going up for our Malay, who doesn't seem to mind losing these villagers to the rear. He does have this stone patch. He must have seen this. Yeah, he's seen it, of course. And now Doubt has to amuse himself by attacking a lumber camp, but our Malay has retreated as well. He's now down 5 army count, 8 villagers. Both of them have enough population room to boom a little bit, but they're both going just villager builds. Usually the Byzantine is the first to hit Imperial just because of those that discount. They pay only 2/3 of the cost. So basically 666 gold, and then whatever the hell 2/3 of 800 food, and then whatever the hell 2/3 of 800 gold is. I have it in my notes. I just can't remember off the top of my head. 567 maybe, or something like that. Daniel's had enough. Crossbows going in on those camels that have shitty armor. Knights are taking care of Doubt's army here. We might be seeing an equalizing game here. And that's all she wrote for Doubt's aggression. I love, by the way, the capture age now. If you highlight a unit and it dies, you can still see it here in the bottom left, but with this cool skull icon on it. And you can see how many kills they got before they died. So they came in with 5 kills. They died with 12. They got 7 villager kills. Not bad for a cheap, trashy unit army composition from our Byzantine, who now retreats. Now he's getting horse collar. Okay. Daniel is down 12 villagers now. He is the exact same army count. Technically the better army. Whoa, 3 man. Has Daniel abandoned the center position? Why has our Malay abandoned the center position? He was doing so well. Man, Doubt really scared the something out of this Malay, who is going to lose a bunch of skirmishers if he's not paying attention. Yeah, it is very hard not to love the Byzantine ability to throw trash unit. 38-minute horse collar, exactly. Oh, you know, just Doubt things. Doubt being Doubt. Military production starting to increase for both players. One is training a single skirmisher, one is training a single monk. Doubt's 2 mangonels are here, but the knights say forget the skirmishers. Ooh, but this might have been bait. This might have been clickbait here for these camels to close in. But even if they do, still losing 2 mangonels is not great. Will he even get a single knight? Yeah, he gets 1 knight. And has to get the hell out of here because now the monk is there to convert. And a castle out of our Byzantine as well. I question again. I put it to the viewers. Why the hell did Daniel abandon this center infrastructure? And he's going up to Imperial. Doubt still needs a little bit of food before he can go up. And it's going to take him the full 190 seconds to go up. 3 whole minutes. He is circling, does have the better army. There's ahead 20 villagers. The scores are basically identical. Oh, I would, if I had any confidence in my voice, I would sing that, De Gaulle. Byzantines are fun because it feels like every second that goes by, your civ is getting stronger. That's exactly what they are. Now their buildings are going to be 40% tankier in 2 minutes. I mean, 40% tankier on all of your buildings. The Persians with the town center is one thing, but the frickin' Byzantines, every single structure. Camels are hutting their way to the rear of the base yet again. Is this open? This is open. Not that camels are the best unit at killing villagers, but very aggressive Malay castle here. All right, woodline secured. Another castle to the north. Both players starting to get castles up. Our Byzantine, let's see a cataphract. Do it for Catherine. Show us a cataphract. No, he's getting a handcart. Okay. Uh-oh. They're not great at killing villagers unless they outnumber the villagers 11-1. Unfortunately, the tower is full to the left. No, it just has a single villager in there. What's Daniel doing on the other side of the map? He's trying to bust in, but again, where were you an hour? Like, why did you retreat with this army? Still 11 camels. Will he get the conversion? Will the RNG work in his favor? It does. Catherine, we've got cataphracts. And now they're going to close. Oh, no. Wait a second. Wait a second. I think he's got the resources for Arbalests. Why, for the Arbalest upgrade? Why isn't he researching it? Camels to the rear. 11 have become 10 with that conversion. 10 have become 5. There's chemistry. There's bracer. So these skirmishers are going to be fully maxed out attack-wise. All the good that these skirmishers do. Oh, the castle destroys one of the mangonels. Attack rounds out of Daniel. Clip a third or 2/5 maybe of the HP. Not to get too ridiculously specific. And in come the cataphracts. They notice that the arbalesters are very far away and they run away. Brilliant snipe there. Okay. Not too sure that's a worthwhile target, but Daniel is killing what looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 villagers. No, 7. Pardon me. And let's see it. Bombard cannon on the menu for our Malay. Bombard cannon for our Byzantine. 4 cataphracts is basically all we're going to see. 4 trebs, 4 cataphracts in a dream is what our Byzantine has. I don't know whose castle here is on the higher ground. Sudipi canceled the onager upgrade. Well, yeah, his onagers all got killed. His mangonels. Doc, do you know which civ you want to root for yet? Oh my goodness, Malay castle is so close to falling. It does fall. That's what happens when your castle has 4,800 HP to 6,800 HP. Bombard cannon, decent attempt. Doesn't really land, but decent. Huh. Uh-oh. What is Daniel doing? What is he microing here that he's not microing the villagers? What? Really? Oh my goodness. A very questionable GG out of Daniel, who had a backup castle going up. What? He had the arbalesters ready. He's got a decent healthy gold and wood count. He's got gold in the back of his base still. Doubt is out of gold. He just has this one patch, it looks like. What? Okay, let's dive into the numbers and see what we're working with. Villager count's very similar. Army count much lower for Daniel, but to be fair, out of 55, 42 of them are skirmishers. Literally 80% of Doubt's army is skirmishers. Now this is a real head scratcher. Skirmishers to Arbalest, camels to knights. Third one doesn't really matter. So 2 counter units for Doubt, but peak APM beginning, peak. Oh, look at that. 30, 25 seconds, 40 seconds. Byzantine is going to outlast him. You decided you like the Hindustanis more than the Malay. Fair enough. Daniel was under the impression that Doubt was a much better position than he actually was. I agree 100%. Look at Daniel's resources. Economies, not that dissimilar, about 15% apart. The relic gold not really playing a role. Daniel had about 2,000 more gold. Very curious. 1 conversion to 0, 6 raising to 5. The numbers are very, very similar here. Daniel actually has more kills, just 6 fewer villager kills. This was weird, not microing these villagers. That kind of, usually when you see a pro player leave large chunks of villagers to die, that's kind of an indication that they're, although he may have left them to die so that Doubt wouldn't chase them and discover the castle, because I see a lot of villagers with hammers in their hands moving forward to build this castle. Very, very curious game number 4, and a very curious GG out of Daniel. I don't think he really needed to GG here. Did he see the castle up north? Yeah, sorry, of course he did. It killed his mangonel earlier. Daniel was doing a good amount of damage. I really don't know. Yeah, if he sees the replay, he definitely is going to kick himself. In any event, we are not new to questionable GGs on this channel. We've seen a lot of them. Let's load up game number 5. In any event, Catherine, we got to see the Byzantines. We got to see cataphracts, and we got to see them kick ass, which is the ABCs of good time with the Byzantines. Daniel, this time as the Tatars. Doubt, this time as the Huns. So 2 very nice mounted civilization. One that gets extra food from their herdables, one that doesn't need houses. Good night, Catherine. Have a fantastic night. I'm glad you got to see the Byzantines. Let's see where the forests, where the resources are. Primary goal to the back. Stone off the beaten path. I like the location of forests here in a bit of a cup protective shape. And there's another 4th and 5th forest to the south, which makes walling this base very easy. 1, 2, 3, 4, and maybe even leave this open. Maybe a funnel style wall off. Doubt. Primary stone exposed to the front. Primary gold a bit to the middle. Additional gold, berries to the back. 1, 2, 3 forests as well. Also in a decent wall off situation. Bit of food here next to the relic. So he's got a relic right next to his base. Maybe because the Byzantine late game hard counters Malay. Yeah, to be fair, it's with the Byzantines, they pretty much counter a lot. Right? But yeah, I mean, the Malay elephant is countered by cheaper camels. The Malay karambit is countered by those cataphracts. The Malay arbalester is countered by cheaper skirmishers. It's hard to win, but I really don't think Daniel needed it. I think if he knew just how few resources Doubt actually had, maybe he would have thought different about GGing, but in any event, it is what it is. Sometimes, you know, when a game ends, it's very, very obvious why it ended. Sometimes it's not that obvious, but the players themselves are, you know, it's hard to predict. Maybe you're just having an off day. Maybe, I don't know, maybe you need to go to the bathroom or something. Who knows? Players are pushing. Tatars versus Huns. If you don't deal enough damage to the Byzantines before they go to Imp, it's over for most civilization. Lemmy, that is a good point. I think Caesar, yeah, was making a similar point. They're just, it's a late game beast. You can't go cavalry, or you can't go most cavalry. You can't go infantry at all. Although I guess he could have gone... No. No, he couldn't have, no. Yeah, it's damned if you do, damned if you don't. I guess in that case, what do you rely on? Your positioning? You have to be the one putting on the aggression, which begs the question that I asked earlier. Why the hell did he abandon that middle position of his? Was it all just because of that camel skirmisher force that penetrated the rear of his base? That he just brought back the 3 mangonels? He was destroying infrastructure. I think he took down like a stable. He took down an archery range. He could have potentially taken down a town center. Zebra going left, going right. Doesn't know what happened. Daniel is notorious for resigning early. Is he? Okay. Well, that might be it. There you go. Why did I think this vulture was the scout? I don't know. It caught the corner of my eye, this one vulture here on the left side of the screen, and then I thought for some reason that was the red scout, and then I looked at the map and said, no, the scout's all the way over here. That's pushing the last of his zebras right as Daniel is going to explore and find his base. Shwetang. Oh, you're never late. I mean, it's possible Daniel might pull 3 games out of the hat, or 2 games rather, and give us a game number 7. Ooh, come on. There we go. Because they're in Dark Age, the line of sight on these scouts is not fantastic, which means I don't think they're going to see each other. Okay. Daniel. The first to discover where his opponent is. Doubt, by the way, hasn't even moved out. Although hasn't explored a decent chunk of the map, to be fair. Has seen the scout, assumes he's going this way, but Daniel's pivoted to the south. The map should add more vultures after every 100 kills. That is a great idea. Absolutely. If you recall correctly, in the original AoE 1, you could actually shoot the birds with villagers and the birds exploded like it had... I don't remember that, Lemmy. Although, to be fair, that was in 1997 when I was 15 years old. And what I remember from being 15 is Pizza Hut buffets, getting bullied in high school, piano lessons. That's basically it. Wall off already underway for our Tatar. Like I said, this is a very nice base to wall off. Kasva in his set against Mr. Yo would have been drooling over a base like this. This is an absolute epic base. This one's not bad either, to be fair. Both players in feudal, both 21 pop, both 4 army counts, both actually the exact same army composition. 2 spearmen, 2 scouts for each. There's actually a Pizza Hut buffet that opened up for the first time in 20 years in Toronto. One individual location that is in Etobicoke, which is a suburb in the southwest portion of the city. I guess it used to be a suburb. Now it got incorporated and amalgamated into the city. But they're apparently they're bringing it back for nostalgia's sake. But I remember, holy moly, gorging myself like Caligula at a frickin' Bacchanal on pepperoni pizza and Coca-Cola refills. An explosion effect. Interesting. King Arthur cheat. I don't remember that at all. Very interesting. As is the fact that our Hun is here to the rear of the Tatar base, exploiting the fact that Daniel didn't fully wall off his base, whereas Doubt... Oh yeah, this is the wall off of a player that wants to be real aggressive on the other side of the map. Like Mr. Yo, he knows he's 1 win away from taking this round of 32 win. Victory. Oh, he breaks in. Sour. Absolutely sour. First kill of the game here going to our Hun. The Hun who guns down a gold miner. At that point, what do? Should you not just drop off the gold? Can you imagine that villagers carrying 9 gold right now? How sour it is to lose. And Doubt escapes through yet another missing wall off here for Daniels. Lion in the desert will get got. Yep. Should have stayed a little bit more cowardly, my lion friend. Daniel is housed at 35 population, just now starting another house. Ugh. That is so sour when that happens. Dow gets another kill, this time a spearman. He, as the Huns, is in no risk of getting housed. Although remember, that's also a bad thing, because if you want a quick wall, the Huns don't even have the ability to build houses. It's not that they don't need them, they can't even build them. So you have to rely on, what, 100 wood mining camp or some palisades? A couple of spearmen pop out, attack these Hunnic spearmen. Archer comes out as well, but Doubt's being annoying. Another villager. Oh, he is carrying 9 food. Oh, that's so annoying. You just checked, it was Age of Empires 1, The Rise of Rome. When a villager kills a bird, the bird explodes like the impact of a catapult. Doesn't drop food or anything, it's just funny. Interesting. I didn't remember that. But like I said, the list of things I don't remember includes things that happened to me earlier today. And now Daniel is moving forward to attack into this Hunnic base, but this Hunnic base is already walled in fully, Howard Hughes style. Although, wait a second, Doubt needs to be careful here. He is dangerously close to perhaps deforesting a little bit too much. And Doubt's returning home with his cavalry force. Will the villagers get there in time? Will the archer let them? This is why Doubt brought 2 villagers, by the way, because there is an archer. And so if one villager gets shooed away, at least the other one can keep working. And oh, Daniel might be stuck in a little bit of a corner here. Although stuck with not a bad army. 2 spearmen should be enough to zone out these cavalry units, but Doubt has 2 spearmen of his own on perhaps defensive stand. And now, Daniel, by the way, is also fully walled in. Okay, so we've got 2 fully walled in players engaging in small scale battles here in the center. Sorry, not the center, in the forward position of Doubt's base. Oh my goodness, Doubt's base. Both players are heading up to Castle Age. Who will hit it first? Doubt by a minute. He also is ahead 3 villagers. Kill count stands at 1 military kill apiece. Doubt got that 1 gold miner earlier on. What a game of counters. The archer is trying to counter the villager. The skirmishers trying to counter the archers. The knights are trying to counter / kill the palisade. Daniel is being real annoying here. What will Doubt do? By the way, Doubt has snuck in 3 not 2, 3 archery ranges. And our Hun is going cav archers. Daniel is not going to know what hit him in a second. They are 10% cheaper than normal right now. And look at this. Look at this. Doubt is leading him all the way back to his base into the middle of nowhere. By the way, there's a lot of high ground here that our Tatar might want to take. Remember, they do 50% more damage from the high ground than any other civ. Any other civ does 25% more damage. The Tatars do 50. So this is a fantastic playground for our Tatar in red, who now also hits castle and immediately is going crossbow. I mean, you have to anticipate, you have to expect cav archers from the Hun, right? Basically 9 times out of 10. Another instance where one player has every advantage, but there's a clock for the Hun. Why do you say there's a clock for the Hun, Derek? I would say there's a clock for the Tatar. He's down 6 villagers. Ooh, he also, by the way, missed the cav archer move out. We'll catch the second TC here. Now this is walled off, but walled off with palisades. Oh, you're talking about the late game. Uh-oh. Cav archers reveal themselves. They gun down a villager, but the Tatar is busted in. Are the Tatars better in the late game than the Huns? I'm trying to think. Hunting Deathball of Cav archers is pretty powerful, but the Tatars with silk armor are pretty powerful themselves. Hard to say. And now we've got a situation. One player slaughtering villagers to the left, one player slaughtering villagers to the right, but ooh, wait a second. Daniel sees it. Absolutely atrocious attack round there, out of doubt. Second one, also terrible. Now the knight is moving in. Villagers preemptively move forward. Another shitty attack round here from our Hun. Oh, what a sour loss. But now the crossbows are stuck underneath a TC. He's going after the knight. The knight will die. And now Dowd is inside the base. He's cracked open, sacrifices a light cavalry unit. Uh-oh. You're gonna have to delete one of your own houses, one of your own palisades. Villager kill count was identical a second ago. It looks, by the way, like Daniel's killing villagers on the other side of the map. We've got ourselves a war of attrition here. Oh, but one side is focusing on... Oh, one side is focusing on attacking buildings, and Dowd is killing villagers. Oh, but he is losing his Cav archers here. All of a sudden, the villager kill count 12 to 5, 12 to 6. Daniel, there's a scorpion. I'm not the biggest fan of scorpion play, but it Whoa. There you go. Well, that was pretty epic. They went for a base trade / villager kill situation, and it turns out the Hun, with the trap that he sprung on these crossbowmen, absolutely wrecks them. And Dowd takes the series 4-1. Wow, what a sour situation. First, you lose a whole bunch of villagers over here, even though you kill the Cav archers eventually. Then you have your entire offensive force destroyed. You're now down 13 villagers, soon to be down double / triple the army count. And wow, what a fun game to end it on. Not the longest of games, but not bad at all. And ladies and gentlemen, that is it for us. It is almost midnight here, and I have to go to sleep. I thank you all for joining. Everyone who commented, everyone who sent a super chat and said thanks, everyone who hit that like button. And yeah, what a fun 2 sets, even though they didn't last 7 games for each one, but it is what it is. And everyone, thank you so much for joining. I'm going to go try to pass out immediately, and I'll catch you hopefully tomorrow. If not, then shortly for more Rage Forest and SAX fun. Have a good night, everybody.